Welcome to the third Kingdom Hearts podcast. My name is Narisaki Fan in Kentucky, and this is Vanitas DS.
Hey,
How you doing?
fine.
Good. We're gonna have another Kingdom Hearts topic, and this time it's about the next generation game. And the first thing we're gonna discuss is Sora's future. What do you see his future be like?
Him settling down with Kyrie.
Yeah. Do you see him as a Keyblade teacher?
Yes.
Yeah, me too. I can see.
I see him being a lot wiser as a teacher,
Yeah, but I can
while
see.
still being himself. Basically, not making the mistakes Ericus made.
Yeah, because once one his friends is got into darkness and he helped them get back to the light. Like,
Plus, I think he'd have like Terra, Aqua, and Ven helping him too.
yeah, and they would,
Especially Terra.
yeah, they would help those that go through the darkness.
Something we never really got was any Terra Sora moments because I feel like those two would probably be interesting together.
Yeah, but
Interacting.
I could see why Nomura chose Riku and Terra interacting the most.
Yeah, kind of. If you count the whole Ansem thing,
Yeah,
since that was Terra.
yeah. I could see him being the father to two kids, and I could see him being a good father as well.
Yeah, like he actually makes time no matter how busy he is.
Yeah, I could see one scene in a game where um he where he thought was asked to go to a world to help others, but on the same day as he has to spend time with his son. He said, "I'd rather spend time with my son."
Pretty sure you'd have other like people that actually could have done it instead of him.
Yeah, he could ask Riku to do it for him.
Or one of his like other people at the academy.
Yeah, speaking of Keyblade Academy, what kind of school would you write it to be if you were Nomura?
Probably one that focuses on like other kinds of combat, other things in like other worlds and history.
Yeah, and
Since the world order thing is kind of like destroyed now, thanks to 3.
yeah,
So basically, you could have like maybe say like Max and Roxanne had a kid and they'd go there
yeah, that
as
or
an example.
Max can join Sora's son, like
I
Goofy.
can see that. I could, yeah, like I also see Max with Roxanne with like a family, and Goofy's dating that one girl from Extremely Goofy movie.
Yeah, I wonder if they'll show up in the Kingdom Hearts games. Probably not, but you never know.
Seems like they try to erase Roxanne from history.
Yeah, although I heard that she did appear as a cameo in a picture on Ducktales.
Yeah, I saw the critics review of that because he even referenced her as Roxanne.
Yeah.
Would
Back
we
to
go? Would they go to like new? Will these students go to like new worlds?
Yeah, I could see them going to Disney World and Disney Movie Worlds. I can also see them going to like Disney afternoon worlds like Duckburg or Saint Canard.
What was that other one?
Saint Canard, Duckburg,
No, the other one.
Saint Canard, where Darkwing Duck lives.
Oh, okay. I didn't know. I don't know Darkwing Duck that well, so I don't know what city he's in.
Oh, okay, that's okay.
Or his DuckTales show. That's in the same universe since Launchpad was in there.
Yeah.
I think.
Anyway,
Would this be OG DuckTales or reboot DuckTales?
But I think OG would fit Kingdom Hearts more.
Does that be weird if it was the reboot
Yeah.
with the David Tennant Scrooge?
Yeah, and the new Scrooge, he was okay.
I kind of, from what I saw in the review, seemed like he fit the role.
I was talking about the Scrooge on Kingdom Hearts 3.
Oh, it's the OG one
Yeah.
in the second game that employs a rat to do cooking.
What if they'll get Remy to talk in the game?
Would it be Patton Oswalt?
I don't know.
If that's who voiced him. I've never seen Ratatouille.
Neither have I. If he could do the Kim Possible movie, he could surely do Kingdom Hearts 3.
Oh, that live action thing?
Yeah, I've watched the critics' review of it, and I said I'm so glad I'd never watched that movie.
It just seems like it kind of like didn't even have Kim as a focus, or she wasn't herself.
Yes. Let's get back to the main topic. Sora's son. What would if he's going to be the main protagonist in the next generation game?
I think both him and his daughter would be, but what's the age gap between the two?
3 years.
Twins.
I think twins would be better.
If they're twins, I can see both of them being the protagonist. Kind of like, well, I don't know if you play Assassin's Creed, but like how in Syndicate you had a brother-sister duo you could play as in the game.
Yeah, that would be cool, and I would have
different points to them.
What would their personalities be?
Like, would the son act more like Kairi and the daughter more like Sora?
Yeah.
Or would they get a little of both from each parent?
Yeah, that'd be better. Sora's son will have Kairi's snarkiness or sass.
She has sass?
Well, I don't know what's called, but she could tease them.
Yeah.
She did tease Sora, calling him a lazy bum and all that.
All right.
I thought that was sass.
Yeah.
If you read the manga,
I did. I have. It's just been a while since I've read it.
I like her in the games, but she's a better character in the manga.
Yeah, the manga is a bit of a trade-off since the story is really condensed.
Yeah, but they wrote Kairi better than in the games, and like I said, I like her in the games.
They made the daughters more like headstrong, like Sora.
Yeah,
but both are pretty much loyal to their friends.
Yeah, I can see that. I can also see them being slightly smarter than Sora.
Yeah.
And I mean that I mean street smart and book smart. I don't think Sora is book smart.
He's not.
I bet you.
He didn't really know what a computer or a phone was in 3.
I wonder if they have phones in Destiny's Island.
I don't know.
Although they do know what movies are, because I remember Sora watching the movie at Twilight Town, and he said, "I haven't seen a movie in a while."
In the manga?
No, in the game, in Kingdom Hearts 3 game.
Oh. They might. They really don't build up the actual Destiny Island that much in the series.
Yeah, I wish they would.
You don't see it. You only see that one patch of island. You don't really see like the main like city part of it.
Yeah, they should write that in the next game, where they travel to.
Now you have better limitations on your console, so you can probably do that.
Yeah.
I mean, look at the worlds in 3; they were fully explorable.
Yeah.
Actual NPCs there.
Exactly. That's why Arendelle sucked.
Yeah, you're just confined to a mountain. I mean,
Yeah.
Port
It would've
Royal, San Francisco, and
been-
no, Corona were like fully explorable.
yeah, heck, Toys Box was explorable.
Yeah, but there really wasn't much like there weren't like any toys you could interact with.
That that would have been interesting, like the Rock'em Sock'em Robots.
Yeah, from the second movie.
Yeah, although I could see why they didn't get Mr. and Mrs. Potato Head in the games because copyrights.
Why? Because of Hasbro.
Yeah,
Ah,
but they
right.
although they would probably allow them in the game.
Nick, or how about they meet a toy version of Optimus?
Yeah,
That would be awesome.
I wonder what the toy version of Riku and Kairi would look like.
Tyra would probably look like one of those like dolls, like the Barbie dolls.
Yeah, and
Riku would probably be like a GI Joe.
yeah,
But that
Or-
is an interesting idea.
or how about Aquaman and Terra?
Aqua would probably be like one of those superhero Wonder Woman action figures.
Yeah, I could see Ven being a plushie.
Yeah. Like how Pooh is.
Yeah. would I would be done with Winnie the Pooh levels in the Kingdom Hearts.
Yeah, find another thing for mini games.
Yeah, like
Speaking of
Mary Poppins. Mary
Yeah.
Poppins mini games might be fun.
that could work. Speaking of 100 Words, do you think Sora and Kyra would take their kids to visit Pooh and
Yeah.
his book?
Especially when they were babies.
Like little like younger kids?
Yeah.
Because that'd be something they'd enjoy doing, hanging out with him.
Yeah.
Especially with Tigger.
Yeah. I could see Sora's son playing with Tigger all the time.
Him bouncing.
Yeah. You know what else?
His daughter's hanging out with Piglet.
Yeah. You know what else I could see while Sora and Kyrie go on dates? Donna and the Goofy babysit and hijinks ensues.
Yeah. Especially with Donald.
Yeah.
Because of his short temper.
It'd be like that Roger Rabbit cartoon.
Oh yeah, the opening of the movie.
Yeah.
Yeah, I could see that.
Hmm.
Would Mickey have any involvement in the academy with Yen?
Yes, he would. Yeah, he probably. I would make him. I would make him the principal and Aqua the vice principal.
Mickey as the principal. Maybe he funded the school since he's a king.
Yeah. Yeah.
Maybe
Yeah, he
Yen
would.
Sid teaches there too.
Huh?
Maybe Yen Sid teaches there too.
Yeah, he
I mean,
teaches.
he's like the strongest sorcerer in the series.
Yeah, he teaches the magic and summons.
Maybe they get Phil and Herc to help out too.
Yeah.
Because who better?
Hmm.
You got a demigod and a good trainer there.
Yep. I wonder if that happens, they'll get Danny DeVito to come back to voice him.
I doubt it.
Yeah.
You know how expensive he probably is now?
Yeah. I want to hear him say, "Get up on the Hydra's back."
I wonder if he gets asked that when people see him. Even though that's not really him saying that.
I know.
Because people would ask him that.
Yeah. I wonder what kind of quotes they ask Kaylee Joe Osmond when they see him.
Well, what do they ask him?
Probably our hearts are connected or something like that.
Really enough, I saw him on Celebrity Wheel of Fortune recently.
Really?
Yeah.
I haven't watched Wheel of Fortune in a while.
Well, Pat Sajak's still hosting it, so
Good.
you can't find a Jeopardy host.
No, there's only one Alex Trebek.
Yeah.
I remember Will Ferrell as Alex Trebek on SNL and Daryl Hammond and Sean Connery.
Yeah, Sean Connery was funny. The guy trying to beat
Yeah.
him.
Speaking of Sean Connery, I read that he was going to be Aladdin's dad, and
I did read that, but I think he turned it down, and they got John Rhys Davies.
which was a better choice.
I think it could have worked with Connery because
Yeah, me
Connery
too.
is just that awesome.
Yeah, he could be a My Little Pony, and it would still be awesome.
Wasn't he the snowman in Courage?
I think it was an imitation.
No, because I could have sworn it was him. I mean, it was so
I could see why.
exact. It might have been him. They even did the man, snowman,
Hmm.
in the voice.
Yeah, Sean Connery has one of those cool voices. Anyway,
I think I think even an abridged version of Luffy had it that I've heard, and it even fits Luffy better than his current one.
yeah. What 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 about Riku? What would he teach?
Defense. He'd be like their Defense Against the Dark Arts version.
Yeah, he would also teach them how to control their darknesses.
Yeah, maybe him and Tara do a joint class with that.
Yeah,
I mean, I mean, like those two are like the hallmark for darkness.
yeah. Would there be like real school subjects like math or something?
Yeah, where would this academy be in like Radiant Garden or Land of Departure?
I
Or,
think
like
Land of
somewhere
Departure.
totally new.
I think Land of Departure would be more fitting.
Would Ansem have any involvement in this too?
Yes, he'd be one of those video presentationers.
Well, like is he like actually there or is it like a Skype call?
Skype call. Because he
Okay.
rules Radiant Garden. I
Yeah,
don't know. Does he rule Radiant Garden or something?
I think so because I think Dylan said he was the master in Birth by Sleep.
Yeah, I'm still confused about that.
Yeah, there's some things they still haven't really expanded on.
Yeah, I mean, who was the king while Ansem was away?
Well, technically Maleficent was.
Well, I mean, Maleficent died after Maleficent's death.
Probably Squall took over.
Yeah, I mean, once Ansem came back, he gave it back.
Because Squall seems like he'd be like the most fitting leader out of that group.
Yeah, he would help Sora with the Keyblade Academy.
So would Cloud, assuming he's not busy chasing Sephiroth.
Yeah, and I could see Aerith doing some healing magic with
Yeah.
Kyrie.
Maybe there's the nurse.
Yeah,
She's more of a healing type anyway.
yeah, and Yuffie, she's a ninja. What would she do?
Good question. I mean, Sid is an engineer, so you could probably get him in like mechanics.
Yeah, he would probably. You know how he would probably make their own keychain. Teach them to make their own keychains or something.
Yeah, or airships.
Yeah,
Because he has made those.
and
But
you know
what do we have Vincent in this? Or Barrett?
who?
Would Vincent and Barrett show up too?
I don't know what. I do know.
They're from Seven.
I know, but I don't know what kind of roles they would be in Keyblade Academy.
Because I could probably see Barrett sending Marlene there.
Yeah, but I doubt they'll get him to curse like he does in 7.
They could tone it down.
Yeah, that's what I mean. You know what else? I could see Sora having an apprentice like Anakin has Ahsoka.
I know you did mention that.
Yeah, I would make her like Ahsoka only.
Would she be an academy student or would he just do it before the academy?
I would do it before the academy if he saw
'Cause maybe
something.
Ahsoka helps him build it.
What?
Maybe Ahsoka helps him build it.
Yeah. It would be the same Ahsoka.
Just not. Would she be a different race or would she be like human?
I think she would be human.
Same voice.
Yes. Actually, is Ahsoka. No offense to Rosario Dawson.
Well, you got it's a different medium
Yeah,
between
but
live action and cartoon.
but still, Mark Hamill is still the best Joker, even if it is a different medium.
Yeah, I heard he might be out as Luke now.
Huh?
I heard Disney might not want him as Luke anymore.
I could see why, because he was bashing the Last Jedi. He didn't like how Luke was handled.
Who would?
Huh.
Would Tifa like teach combat too?
Yeah, she would teach it in preparation for if they lose their Keyblade.
Yeah, have something to fall back on.
Yeah,
Maybe her and Cloud do like weapon and combat.
yeah. Do you like Cloud with Aerith or Tifa?
Tifa, because Aerith is with Zack.
Yeah, that's true.
That was the whole point of Crisis Core.
I haven't played that game.
Oh, would Zack be part of this? Even though I don't see that really happening if we're following actual 7 logic.
Yeah, I've
Zack is-
seen clips of it though.
Zack is supposed to be dead.
Yeah. Do you think he's dead in Kingdom Hearts?
Possibly. Because how would Cloud have gotten the Buster Sword or the soldier uniform? Because
I
if he
know.
never met Zack, I don't see him having any of that.
Yeah, that's true.
I mean, you could argue Squall a bit, even though he never met Cypher.
Yeah, I thought that was kind of weird. Even though I didn't play Final Fantasy VIII, I didn't know who Cypher was before I played Kingdom Hearts 2.
Even though I think Cypher still has that scar on his nose in 2.
Maybe Hayner gave it to him when they were kids.
Maybe. Or Setzer.
Yeah. You
Will
know,
we
they all
have like other Final Fantasy characters be like teachers at this thing?
maybe.
I mean, I could probably see like Terra, not not the Kingdom Hearts Terra, the other Terra from 6,
Yeah,
the Esper.
I know.
Ooh, wait! I just had an idea.
What?
Sabin and Tifa teaching martial arts.
Yeah.
I mean, you can't go wrong with those two.
Yeah. We also have to have
Sabin especially
right. Which Disney characters will be a part of the Keyblade Academy?
like teachers or students.
Let's go teachers right now.
Oh, that's good. That's a good question. Maybe Ludwig von Drake as like a science teacher.
Yeah. Teach him the science of Kingdom Hearts.
What science?
Exactly.
I don't think he could even explain that. Bach couldn't.
Although I could see Merlin teaching history.
Yeah, he's old and wise enough.
Yeah. And Aladdin, he can. What can he be part of the Keyblade Academy since he knows about other worlds?
Yeah, but what about Jasmine?
That's I don't know what she can do.
He could, but maybe I'm seeing like his and Jasmine's kid being a student.
Yeah, and I could see him being close with Sora's son.
Yeah, since him and Sora and Aladdin seemed like they were really close friends.
Yeah, they would like Sora and Riku being close friends.
Yeah. Well, we gotta have Genie as part of the academy too.
Yeah, you gotta, and you gotta have to. No offense to Dan, but you have to have the best Robin Williams impersonator ever.
Yeah.
Dan didn't do
You can't be Robin.
Exactly. Although I did see this one guy did a perfect imitation of Robin.
Yeah. I mean, there probably are people out there.
But there's only one Robin Williams.
Yeah. I mean, like, I think most of the guys in Team 4-Star can imitate voices a lot.
Yeah. but no one can be Robin.
No. The other, maybe
You know who else would be good students? Mulan's kid.
the kid she'd have with Shang.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can see that. But the kid have Mushu with him or her?
I could see Mushu sneaking out and joining her. Or
depending on what Mulan had.
Yeah.
And would Tron be part of this with like keeping the security system from in the database, like in Radiant Garden?
Yes.
Assuming he was turned back from Rinsler.
Yeah, I could. Yeah.
Because we really don't know if he's back to like normal.
Hopefully, the next game will tell us.
Well, I don't know if there's a Tron 3 that you can use for that.
Yeah, can you make your own original Tron story? Can Nomura do that?
Maybe.
After all,
Would he get Bruce back to be Tron?
Huh?
Would he get Bruce back to be Tron?
Yeah, I think so. I've heard rumors that he doesn't want to be Tron anymore. But I don't know if that's true.
Seems like a lot of actors don't want to be their roles anymore.
I think Mark Hamill is the only actor that I know that still loves doing Luke.
Well, yeah, that's what made him a name.
I know.
He probably has a really special connection with it.
Yeah. But I hear other actors are tired of their roles, but he is a lone exception.
Yeah. Would we have Steve Rogers in this academy?
Yeah. Which Steve Rogers, comics or MCU?
MCU.
Yeah.
We don't want comics, Cap, because it is not Steve at all.
I heard that they got him. They brainwashed him to say "Hail Hydra."
Oh, that was years ago. That got undone. In Secret Empire, since that wasn't even Steve.
Is he worse than Spider-Man One More Day?
No, it's not that he's bad. It's just he's being written badly by hack writers.
Oh, okay.
That's what I mean, because there's an issue of this new run where he's questioning the American dream.
That doesn't sound like Captain America.
It's not. And it did not go over well.
Yeah, Captain America would teach him how to use shields with Goofy.
Yeah. Or had to be like true himself, because that's what Steve was, the little guy standing up for what he wanted to.
Yeah, that's what he probably likes about Sora, because Sora was a little guy and
Just like how Erskine said in the movie, because a weak man knows the true value of strength.
Right. Or his heart.
That's why he chose Steve.
Yeah, not because of his strength, but his heart.
Yeah, that's why I like that, how they actually made it so that there's a reason why he chose Steve.
Exactly.
And the comics really didn't go into why he chose Steve in the comics, but this one actually did.
Yeah, that's why the first Avenger is in my top 10 Marvel movies.
I actually like that, because it actually made me like Captain America.
Me too. Me too. I don't know if it was the movie or Chris Evans' performance. But
I didn't see when that first Captain America movie came out. I didn't see it in theater, so I didn't even see. I saw it post Avengers because
me too.
I skipped it, so I didn't even know what the whole Tesseract thing was in the first Avengers.
Neither did I, but after watching the movie, it makes it. And I did like Tommy Lee Jones as the Colonel.
Yeah, people forget he's in that.
Yeah, it's a better movie than Batman Forever.
Yeah, he's more dignified there.
Yeah, he acted like the Joker in that, more like the Joker than he did Two-Face.
I thought they both acted like the Joker, him and Carrie.
Yeah, I was watching this fan script, Doug, Channel Awesome's fan description of Batman Forever. It was awesome with Robin Williams as the Riddler,
That would have been good casting.
and Billy D. Williams came back as Two-Face.
I know they were supposed to do something with him as Two-Face, but it never happened.
Yeah, they were. I heard that he was going to be in Batman Returns, and he became Two-Face at the end.
Yeah,
Really script.
yeah, but they like scrapped it for some reason. So I think he was supposed to be in Shrek's role. Till they
Yeah, I
invented
know.
Shrek.
I mean, I like Christopher Walken, but that should have been
Harvey.
yeah, Harvey.
What do you think Sora would do if he actually met Harvey when he's Two-Face?
He'd probably ask him to. He'd probably get him to go back to the light.
I don't know. That's been tried several times. I just don't think it's gonna stick.
Yeah, then he has to fight him. Then
Because I know I've seen like animated series episodes that tried that, but the Two-Face personality won't let it happen.
yeah,
Because even Dark Knight Returns even tried that. It just doesn't work.
yeah. I think that they should have said. Speaking, we were talking about Dark Knight Rises earlier. They
Yeah.
should have had Two-Face be the villain of Dark Knight Rises.
But he died in Dark Knight.
They should have let him live in Dark Knight
Yeah.
and save him for the sequel.
Kind of like how you should have saved Venom for Spider-Man 4 in Maguire's world.
Yeah. I felt the same way on Dark. I like the Dark Knight better than Spider-Man 3, but they should have saved Two-Face for the sequel.
Yeah. So what we got of Two-Face was pretty good, and Aaron was pretty convincing.
Yeah, I wish he did the Two-Face voice like Richard Mole did.
Yeah, I don't think his voice is deep enough for that. Maybe.
I don't- Or they could have gotten Richard Mole to do the Two-Face voice.
You mean dub over Aaron's voice?
Yeah,
Or just get Troy Baker to do it.
I was getting ready to say that. He was pretty good in the Arkham's games.
Yeah. As long as it wasn't Jason Todd.
Yeah.
I don't see how Sora would beat Scarecrow.
He probably used a Dream Eater.
That could probably work. Depending on which Sora we're using.
Kingdom Hearts 3 Sora?
Because for some reason I keep going back to your old Kingdom Hearts Arkham story.
Oh, yeah.
Where you KH1 Sora.
Yeah, KH1 Sora. You know what? Speaking of Sora, I could see his son having a love interest or something like.
Yeah. Maybe he gets with Riku's kid.
Yeah, Riku's daughter.
With Wait, would he be with? He's with Naminé, right?
Yeah, I would pair him with Naminé. Only it'd be, how they were trying. I think the reason they had Bolt and Salad or whatever their name is because they wanted Narasasu heteros. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Kind of seems like they're just trying to redo Narasaku. It's just not working.
Right.
Because why didn't you just do that with their parents?
Exactly. Their parents had better chemistry than their actual spouses.
Yeah. Funny how fans are smarter than the actual creators in some points.
Yeah, sometimes the creator knows what he's doing, but other times this is a good example of listening to your fan or not listening.
Or it depends on which fans you listen to.
Yeah. Like Nomura, for example, he addressed the criticism of Kairi in Kingdom Hearts 3 by doing the DLC.
Mm-hmm. To be honest, you probably just could have kept that in the game regardless.
Yeah, he should have.
Because it really did not add much to just have it as DLC.
Yeah, I did enjoy it because I did like fighting as Kyrie.
The only thing I can see as it being DLC is because of having to redo Xehanort's lines because of Howard.
Yeah, Howard was. I didn't. This might be an unpopular opinion, but I didn't care for him as Xehanort.
No, I didn't either. He just didn't really sound like he was Xehanort. Like how Nimoy and Lloyd fit into the role.
When I heard Christopher Lloyd, I said that is fucking perfect.
Yeah. I mean, if you could pick someone to replace Nimoy, it'd be Lloyd.
Yeah, I mean, I've heard him play other villains like Judge Doom and
Rasputin.
yes, that I haven't seen Anastasia in a while though.
I've never seen it.
Yeah, I heard it's one of the better Don Bluth movies.
The only really Don Bluth movies I've seen are Land Before Time, and that's it.
I watched The Secret of Nim last year, and it's awesome. It's awesome.
Oh, I think I know about that. I just haven't watched it. I know of the second one because of
the critics review
of 2.
Yeah, I remember watching it in third grade when at school. I did even then I didn't like the movie.
With Evil Martin as Eric Idle.
Yeah, that was the only entertaining thing in the movie.
I just like the Dr. Insano cameo in the review.
Yeah.
I miss Dr. Insano.
Yeah. You know what would be weird world for Kingdom Hearts?
What?
Since Disney owns Fox, Family Guy.
Oh god, I can't see that.
Me neither. I can't see Family Guy doing a parody either.
Even though it already is a parody.
Yeah, that's true. And Robot Chicken.
I mean, you get a better chance of being in a Simpsons world.
Yeah, I can see that.
That would fit probably more in tone with that.
Yeah, Simpsons is a family show, if that makes sense.
It has its moments of adult humor.
Yeah, and
Especially like early on.
believe it or not, my parents allowed me to watch it when I was a kid.
My dad used to let me watch it, but my mom was against it.
I was not allowed to watch South Park until I was like 13.
I never really watched South Park.
It's one of my favorite shows ever.
Yeah, at least it's comedy is like more relevant nowadays.
Yeah.
So what worlds would these students go to? Would these like all new worlds? Or like say if you went back to this probably would not happen because of rights issues, but like go back to Tarzan's world.
Yeah, and they go to adventures on the Tarzan TV series, even though I never watched it.
Ooh, that actually might work because you could fight Queen Law in that.
I never watched the series, to tell you the truth. I didn't.
Yeah, I could see Law being the only like villain you'd fight because he's really the only memorable one.
Really?
Yeah.
I like to watch the movie again. It has the darkest Disney villain death ever.
Yeah, you even see the shadow of his corpse.
Yeah, you know what I would do in the Kingdom Hearts Academy, make scenes like that, make death seem subtle.
Yeah, even though Clayton's not really the most memorable villain.
Yeah, he was. Even though I could tell he was the villain from the start.
Well, yeah, just look at him.
I could say, yeah, he's the baddie.
Are we the baddie?
Yeah, I miss villains like Yzma. Yzma was awesome.
Who's Yzma? Oh, New Groove, right.
And Kronk.
Kronk really isn't a villain per se nowadays.
I know. I would have him be the chef for the Kingdom Hearts Keyblade Academy cafeteria.
Yeah.
You gotta have Patrick Warburton.
Of course, he's not that expensive. You could get him in there.
Yeah. You know, he was the voice of Buzz in the TV show.
Yeah, because that Tim only did it in that one like special.
Yeah. I remember being disappointed it wasn't Tim Allen though.
Yeah.
But I can see why they didn't hire him because he was
Oh, did
probably
you see the new Lightyear trailer?
yeah, looks pretty good.
Plus, hearing Evans talking more as Buzz, I really want to see this.
Yeah, he sounded like Tim Allen a little bit, a young Tim Allen.
Yeah, kind of. I think he's bringing his own thing to it, which is pretty good. Plus, I noticed he's already in like the Space Ranger suit in some shots.
You know,
He's
it'd be
got
weird.
the laser.
You know, it'd be weird if Sora met the real Buzz Lightyear.
Ooh, nice. That'd be cool. Like you go on the shows.
Yeah,
show.
and he was confused. Can you imagine his confused look and saying,
Yes, because how is this possible? I remember you being a toy. Like, and Buzz would be even more confused.
"Yeah." I thought he was out of character in
He
KH3.
was out of character in 3.
I thought Woody would be the skeptical one.
Yeah, but no, Woody's the more level-headed one, and Buzz is the jerk of the team.
Yeah, should have been the other way around.
Yeah, because Woody in the first one seemed more like that.
At least he's not Black Friday Woody. Did you see that? How Toy Story first was being produced? The Black Friday reel?
I think I might have.
Woody was a huge jerk.
Wow.
He deliberately threw Buzz off the window.
Jeez, yuck.
And
I guess like him that way.
well, in the final product, he accidentally did it, and he felt remorse. And the original, in the original reel, he was pure evil.
Wow.
And they got Tom Hanks to voice him.
Wow, that's surprising.
Yeah, it was. Thankfully, and Jeffrey Katzenberg won an edge to it, as they call it.
Edge. I mean, Sid's all the edge you need.
Yes, I'm surprised. Well, I love that callback to KH when he said, "Too bad we're not strapped into a rocket."
Was that in 3?
Kingdom Hearts 3, yeah.
Oh, I wasn't really paying attention to the dialogue in that a lot because I was just there's just so many cutscenes. I'm like, oh my god.
Yeah, I know.
I felt like I was playing a Metal Gear game with this.
KH2 had the perfect blend.
Yeah.
KH1 had a good blend too.
It just seems like they were just trying to do too much story in 3.
Yeah, I know. I hope KH4 won't be the same.
Because I felt like every world, like the early worlds in 3, just took me like an hour to do.
Yeah,
especially Olympus.
I was ready to get out of Olympus.
I just like that you actually had Herc as an actual party member.
Yeah, instead of a guest member or whatever.
Yeah, because to be honest, I like Hercules a lot.
Yeah, Hercules is underrated. One of the most.
The soundtrack is really good, and the ending of it.
Yeah.
When Phil looks up at the stars.
Yeah.
I like that callback in 2 with
and Hades
with Sora.
Yeah, me too. And Hades is the best, probably
the last good villain,
Disney villain ever.
Was he second command Disney villain?
Huh?
He's probably the last good classic Disney villain.
Yeah. Was he second command in the Kingdom Hearts Disney villains? Or was that Jafar?
I think it might have been Jafar, because it seemed like Jafar and Maleficent were on screen more.
Yeah.
I say probably go Maleficent, Jafar, Hook, Hades.
Yeah.
But Riku and Ursula were just there.
Yeah, but Riku was in charge of Hook.
Thought it was, yeah, technically, even though he just jacked his ride.
Yeah. And I remember Hook was complaining that he's being ordered by a kid.
Yeah. How the mighty have fallen.
Yeah. At least it's better than that Pan remake the critic reviewed.
Oh, the Hugh Jackman one?
Yeah.
That's mostly a prequel.
Yeah.
Since Hook and Pan were friends in that one.
When I saw that, I said, "No movie. I'm not." When I heard that, I said, "I'm not watching that movie," because
I
Peter
probably
Pan.
have watched it just for Hugh Jackman alone, but he just seemed like he was not even trying.
Yeah, I, if I could see Hugh Jackman acting. He does. I could see him try even in bad movies,
Yeah,
but that is painful.
but he didn't even know what he was doing in half the scenes.
Yeah,
He looked
he
like he
could.
was being like Rob when he does Zod.
Yeah, or Zod, or what's his name? Who played Zod in Man of Steel?
Michael Shannon.
Yeah, he. I don't think that movie was good, but he chewed the scenery.
Oh, he did. Although I kind of liked him. It's hard for me to choose between Terrence Stamp or Michael Shannon because both of them are pretty good.
I think Terrence Stamp was more subtle,
Yeah. Plus, he got the new before Zod.
and that you will bow down before me.
Yes. He was more classic Terrence Stamp.
Yeah, he was better than
Shannon?
no who played Lex Luthor in the movies what's his name
Gene Hackman?
yeah, Gene Hackman. Sorry, I forgot his name. I forgot his name. He was a great actor, but
I liked him in the first two. He was pretty good as Lex Luthor.
yeah, but I can't. But Superman 4 was a mess.
Yeah, it was. There won't always be a mess.
Is it better than Batman and Robin?
I say they're both equally awful.
What would you
Well,
say?
at least with Batman and Robin, I can at least watch it and have a kind of a good time.
Yeah,
Superman 4 is just painful to watch.
I bet.
Plus,
The worst
Batman
superhero.
Robin's advantage is it has Schwarzenegger's ice puns, which I'd take over Superman 4.
Yeah, me too. And at least there was some good scenes, like when Mister Freeze talks to his wife.
Yeah, which is ripped straight from the animated series.
That's one good. That's a couple good things Schumacher did. Although it wasn't all his fault.
Nah, it's probably studio interference like usual.
Yeah, like Disney interfered with Star Wars a lot.
I say that was more Lucasfilm doing that than Disney.
Yeah,
Because it's basically, it was Kennedy's call with most of that stuff.
yeah. Kennedy's in charge of Lucasfilms, right?
She still is for like 3 years, but I don't think she's has as much power as she had from what
I
I've
would
been
give it.
hearing.
I wish they would give it to Mark Hamill. He knows Star Wars better than anyone.
I don't know if he's up to it.
Yeah.
How about in the other worlds that these students go to? They go to like Zootopia.
Boy, I didn't think Sora's son would look like a lion.
What would he be?
Sora's original lion design
A human with the tail?
yeah,
Maybe. Maybe they go to they go back to Pride Lands for Kiara, or they go Lion Guard.
I think Lion King 2 would be more fitting.
Yeah. You could have Zira as the villain.
Yeah. And I hope should be handled better than Scar, because I was disappointed with Scar. Maybe because of his voice acting.
Or did he just you mean after he took power or before?
After.
Yeah, he seemed like he kind of went downhill after he got what he wanted.
Yeah. Like Frollo, he was in power, he was still intimidating and scary.
Yeah.
I would also rewrite the Hunchback of Notre Dame world, because
They kind of just butchered that.
Yeah, I would make it where they fight Frollo on a Heartless that looks like a demon.
Or you just turn him into Wargoyle.
Yeah.
I mean, you turn Hans into Skrull.
Or Mother Gothel into a Heartless.
Yeah. I think you could redo a lot of those 3 worlds because they kind of just went. They just really admitted a lot of the story beats out of that.
Yeah,
Ever
exactly.
seen Tangled?
I thought Tangle was handled good.
I know, but you cut out like several important plot points and characters.
Yeah, like the bar scene.
Yeah, and Flynn's other 2 accomplices.
Yeah,
Just how would he have known Rapunzel went back to Mother Gothel
it didn't make any sense how.
unless Marluxia had a hand in that, but we don't see that.
Right.
Or if we go back to Arendelle, we go through. But they go back to Arendelle, will they do Frozen 2?
I guess, or maybe if no more, if they allow it, it would be a different story, like Toy Box and Monstropolis.
So like in between or post actual story.
Yeah,
Maybe they team up with Anna and Kristoff's kid.
yeah. Wonder, I wonder if Elsa will have a love interest.
Well, so she's not. I think she's a bit too busy right now with nature.
Yeah, that's true.
How about they go to like Coco's world, the students.
I wonder how that would work.
How many students would be in a single team? Like
Three,
a party.
3 or 4.
Okay, so like 3 or 4. So they have their like. Okay, so it'd be like Sora's son and like 3 others who have different job classes.
Yeah, I would have like maybe Huey, either Huey, Dewey, or Louie. I don't think they age.
They don't, even though they should be like Quack Pack by now.
Yeah, that show is terrible. Yeah. But anyway, back to Huey. Maybe Huey, Dewey, or Louie, and Max would team up with Sora's son.
Yeah, but I kind of it'd be weird if you see young Huey Lewis and like teenage Max there,
Yeah,
or adult Max, depending on what you'd go with.
I think Teen Max would go because he and Sora's son are the same age.
Okay, so he'd be dating Roxanne then.
Yeah, how about and Roxanne teams up with Sora's daughter.
Okay, I could see that, or like switch, or have like Roxanne go with Sora's kid, and then Max goes with the daughter, just like mix it up.
Yeah,
Would they like dual class like jobs?
yeah,
Like say Sora's son is like a knight and like a black mage,
yeah. That would be interesting.
or he doubles as like a knight and a thief.
Yeah, you know what else I would write? I would write a scene when they have dinner together.
The family.
Yeah, the family have a family get together. Have
Yeah,
have a wholesome family scene.
yeah, like those little moments that'll like help you buy that they are a family.
Help you. Yeah, it'd be better than the Naruto.
Unlike some other people who tried that and failed.
Yeah, I would have Sora show up to his daughter's birthday party, for example.
And you'd have Kyrie rectify, like, go down and like drag him to it if he missed it.
Yeah, but I don't see Sora doing that.
No, he wouldn't. He'd probably hate himself if he did that.
Yeah, if he missed it, he would.
He would probably be begging his daughter for forgiveness.
Yeah, and the only way she forgive him is if he bought her a pony.
Maybe a little extreme, but
Well,
or you could just send her to the MLP world. Then
yeah,
she'd have fun there
yeah.
as a pony.
I don't watch My Little Pony though.
I haven't watched him either, but I have like most of Gen 4. because I'm kind of interested in that gen.
Really.
That'd be an interesting world to go to.
Or how about another one? Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. Even though they're owned by
Which
Nickelodeon.
version?
I think the
80s or 03?
I think the 80s would be more fitting due to
Okay.
tone.
Probably.
But unfortunately, they're not getting the Shredder's voice because,
Well, they have to recast it.
yeah, Uncle Phil.
Yeah.
I know his name was James Avery, but I call him Uncle Phil.
He's Uncle Phil.
Yeah,
Like-
I watched a clip of him last night on a Fresh Prince. He was scary as Uncle Phil than he is as a Shredder.
Yeah, he's more intimidating. Less whiny.
Yeah,
I've seen like whiny clips of him as Shredder.
yeah. I think if they, I like that Shredder, but I think if they would have made him more intimidating, he would have been the best Shredder ever.
Yeah. I mean, 03 kind of handled Shredder a lot better.
Yeah, they did.
He's a lot more darker. Even though he's not really human.
Yeah,
That was weird, that Shredder.
that's when it jumped the shark. What What about Can you see Sora being one of those overprotective dads when
Yes.
his daughter has a boyfriend?
Yes, I can see that. And Carrie being the same with her son.
Yeah, I could see Sora saying you could date it when you're 30 years old.
Oh, so he's Oscar from Proud Family?
Well, I wouldn't go that. He would jokingly say that, but he would allow her. Part of her would, when she grows up, he could trust.
Yeah.
As long as, in fact, I might make it Riku's son.
For the daughter?
Dating his daughter? Yeah.
Well, that really doesn't make too much of an issue since Sora trusts Riku regardless.
Yeah. Or how about his daughter dates a rogue Keyblade, a random Keyblade wielder. That's here would be a good twist. He'd be the son of the Kingdom Hearts villain and he tries to redeem himself.
I can see that.
I don't know if it's Xehanort though.
Well, right now he's the only villain we have.
Well, yeah, but
Or maybe Zigbar had a kid in between the games.
yeah, and he knows about his about his father's crimes, and he wants to atone.
Or maybe he's one of the foretellers kids.
Yeah,
And I'm pretty sure they're kind of presenting them as evil now.
yeah. I could, I would write them.
Especially the bear
I could
guy.
write them. What?
Especially the bear foreteller.
Yeah, I could write them wanting to kill everyone that uses darkness. So it'd be nothing but light.
Even though they're already having darkness in them, having that kind of mindset.
Yeah,
Like how Ericus did.
Yeah, I would write the villains to be major hypocrites.
So, like, very good villains then.
Yes, I would write them to be
misunderstood BS thing.
right.
I mean, you could do that for some, but not all of them.
Would it be like that would still? I think that would make them more evil if they think they were being the good ones.
Yeah, but you can only go so far with a few of them. You can't do that with everyone.
Right. And I would have the main villain. He knows that there's light and darkness everywhere. He just wants to use the darkness for world domination or world's domination.
Or you have one villain that notices the balance is out of whack and wants balance.
Yeah, like
that.
He'd be like Thanos.
Kind of, but in this case, if you do that, you could tie it into Final Fantasy. Because when that happens, the cloud of darkness would show up.
Yeah, and
That also kind of ruin it since her thing is when that happens, she wants to return everything to nothingness.
yeah, and Sora's son
To return to the void.
and Sora's kids had to stop them.
Yeah. That actually is a good idea though. Having the cloud of darkness be like the bigger threat due to the villain's actions.
Yeah,
Like they'd have to go into the void to do that, or the rift, wherever you want to set it.
right. And have Sora's kids be the ones to stop him.
Yeah, that'd be like one of the games they do.
Yeah, and I could. Would you write a fake out death scene where they think the hero is dead, but he wakes up? I
don't know. Fake out. It depends how you're using it, or if you have a smart villain who actually stays to make sure they're dead.
Right. I mean, yeah.
Unless you're Doctor Evil.
Yeah.
or
I know the one
leaves.
Or I know a good one. How about Sora knows that there's a small chance he might be alive. He kills him just to be sure.
Yeah, that's actually being kind of smart.
Yeah.
Sort of like how in horror movies the villain has a one final jump scare. Unless you're in Scream.
I
remember what happens and they still die.
Yeah. Like the first one I ever saw was Terminator. That was my first rated R movie.
I think my first one was Predator. I think. I don't know. I might have watched them on TV, but I'm not really sure.
So our first R movies were Arnold Schwarzenegger movies.
Kind of. Because I think I might have seen Lost Boys or Halloween on TV before I saw Predator.
Yeah.
But, because, rated R on TV is like neutered.
Right. Hey, would Sora's son play any sports or something?
I could see him playing like basketball or like football or something. Or dark play like tennis.
I wonder what kind of sports exist in the Kingdom Hearts world. Well,
skateboarding's a thing.
Yeah, and I do know that one of those Tiger Electronic games, there's a base in the cage tree. There's a baseball and golf game, so I know they exist.
Maybe not have them play golf because really it's not that good.
Yeah,
I know. Knowing you probably haven't played basketball.
Yeah, I would. Since I'm a basketball fan, I would have him play basketball.
Yeah, like you have Naruto's kid playing basketball.
What?
Like you have Naruto's kid playing basketball.
Yeah.
Ooh, maybe there's an idea. Maybe you could have another version of Naruto and Sakura in this like next gen thing.
Yeah.
They're like their own thing. They're not tied to they're kind of tied to Naruto in like looks, but they're totally different.
Yeah, only Naruto is smarter and
not a complete hypocrite like Naruto is.
Right.
I posted this on Heaven and Earth when I noticed about the whole Obito thing, because he's sorry. I quoted something from Final Fantasy 4 in a nutshell with Tella, like, "Oh yeah, that totally makes up for all the innocent people you murdered."
Yeah. Yeah. You're still the coolest guy ever.
Yeah, and they show like a picture of like all that like the fallen shinobi force, and I posted like, "Yeah, coolest guy ever, huh?" Clearly, Naruto doesn't care about those dead people, though most of them are probably from his village.
Yeah,
I'm a hero, everyone.
Yeah,
that has never been more fitting. Saying that.
Yeah, I can imagine if that was Sora, he would still say, "Just because you helped us doesn't make up for all the crap you've done. You have to do more."
He said to Xehanort after he beat him.
Yeah,
he didn't forgive him. He just beat him, and that's it.
Yeah, and Xehanort admitted defeat.
But no, Naruto has to just be. Oh my god, his character is just so frustrating.
Yeah, it is.
In fact, I think all the characters are frustrating towards the end.
Yeah.
So many Linkara quotes I could use for Naruto right now.
Like what, for example?
I could use a lot of those like Dr. Cox clips from Scrubs he uses.
Yeah. I could also use Nostalgia Critics saying, "How much of a dumbass are you?" If you look "dumbass" in a dictionary, and it says
Yeah.
Tommy was someone, is it? Well, you should be you in there. From
Yeah.
his Doug review.
Yeah. Or this isn't jumping the shark thing from his Neverending Story 3 one.
Yeah. The only good
That's
thing about
basically the last in a nutshell.
huh?
That's basically the last in a nutshell, that quote.
Yeah. There's this website called the Greatest Movies Wiki and Terrible Movies Wiki.
Yeah.
They just had Naruto the Last as one of the greatest. Why?
They're clearly shills.
Yeah.
I also saw that the Watch Mojo top 10 Naruto movies list too.
What number the last was on?
It was number 1
Oh.
on a Watch Mojo top 10 Naruto movies list.
I don't know.
Second was Boruto.
Yeah. It was.
I think 3 was Road to Ninja.
I think that was that was best, and it's the only Naruto movie I've ever seen.
I've seen all of them, but I think Road to Ninja is like where I would stop.
Yeah.
Like Blood Prison and Lost Tower are really good. It really didn't. The Shippuden movies really didn't hit their stride until like the 3rd movie. The first 2 are like but 3 is where it started getting good.
Is that what? What was the 3rd one?
That's with Kakashi.
Oh.
Something about the Will of Fire, where this one guy was taking bloodlines and he wanted Kakashi's eye.
That sounds interesting.
It actually is.
I wonder what was Sakura's role like. I know it wasn't butchered yet.
They're like like what she was in the series.
Yeah.
But at least with like the early movies and up, Hinata was barely in any of them.
Good.
I mean, 2, she's there, but she disappears until like the end and does nothing in the 2nd movie.
That's basically her character.
I don't remember if she did anything in Blood Prison. Because most of that movie is just Naruto in a prison.
That sounds boring.
It's actually really interesting.
Really.
Yeah, because the warden's got his own motives for doing this. But Lost Tower is really good, where he gets back in the past and teams up with his dad.
Yeah. I would write an episode about Sora's son going back to the past, teaming up with his dad.
Yeah, that'd be cool. Be like Shattered Dimensions.
Yeah.
Kind of. I still love that Spider-Man game because it actually respected its character.
Yeah. But PS4 did too.
Yeah. It was. Which costume did you play in that game?
The Sam Raimi one.
Oh, you played the Sam Raimi one?
Yeah.
I stuck with 2099. Sorry, it's just the coolest outfit for me.
Yeah. I do like the Spider Nowhere one.
Oh, that was a good one. I think I used that one. I know I used Scarlet Spider for
think
playthrough.
Nicolas Cage played him in Spider-Verse.
Yeah, he was the noir one. Because he's got that Nick Cage-ish voice in his accent.
Was he over the top like he always is?
No, he was actually more subtle in this. It's just his accent as the noir one.
Oh, because I like Nicolas Cage when he's over the top.
Yeah.
Imagine
I don't
him.
know if you watched The Rock, but he was kind of over the top in that.
Yeah, but The Rock. The reason The Rock worked was Sean Connery,
Of course.
and
I
The
didn't
Rock can
think
make a
those
Michael
two
Bay
would actually
movie
work
good.
well together, but they did.
Right. The Rock can make a Michael Bay movie look good.
I know. That's like Connery's last good action movie.
Yeah, probably Michael Bay's last good action movie.
I kind of like Bad Boy, the first two Bad Boys.
Yeah, did he direct Bad Boys 3?
I think so. I'm not sure. I haven't watched it yet.
Me neither.
Though I do feel 2 went on a bit too long.
I haven't seen 2 yet. Although I do know about that famous scene with Martin Lawrence's daughter boyfriend.
Yeah, I'll be locked, low, and hunting your motherfucking ass down.
I could see Sora doing that.
I could too. With him and Riku playing Mike and Marcus,
Yeah,
intimidating the kid.
yeah, and he'd be scared shitless, especially if Riku.
That'd be such a Sora Riku moment there.
Yeah, I could see Riku acting like an uncle to Sora's kids.
Yeah, same. Like he'd be how Mike is, but kind of like how Mike is in that second movie.
Yeah, he's a better written Sasuke.
Riku?
Yeah,
Agreed.
heck,
And it didn't take losing his arm to learn he screwed up.
it took him. It took him real.
Took him one game.
Yeah, took him being possessed, and he did a lot more than a tone.
Yeah. Also, I don't get how Sasuke losing his arm just like immediately reformed. Like I feel like you're missing some steps there.
Yeah, he should have.
It seems like it was too quick. His heel turn.
Yeah, they should have had it done earlier, or at least not have him reform at all, or have him not reform at all. I would have killed him off.
Yeah, or at least sacrifice himself, like how Vegeta did.
Yeah, and say, Naruto, you were like a brother I never had.
Yeah,
I wish I had.
because I've seen like villains in anime that were villains at first, but they changed over time.
Yeah,
I mean, Fairy Tail has done that.
yeah,
I mean, look at Gajeel and Levi, where they started and how they ended.
yeah. Or
Gajeel is basically Sasuke.
exactly. Or how about or Ray? I know who's better. Sasuke, Zuko.
Yeah,
He had the besides Riku, he had the best redemption arc.
yeah, that's one of the reasons I like Zuko.
He's the best
He
character.
actually changed over the 3 seasons and did it faster and more believable.
Yeah, and he still even after all that, he still felt guilty.
Yeah. Do we see Sasuke feel guilty for everything he did?
No,
At least that we haven't been shown it.
to tell you the truth, I don't know if he did it in Boruto, but I don't really care.
I doubt it from what I've been seeing on Heaven and Earth.
I wonder if Sakura grown some, got more, had enough of it. I doubt
it.
If that was me, I would have written her to call Sasuke out and divorce him.
I wouldn't even have them married.
Me neither.
I'd have him beat his ass at the Valley of the End.
Yeah, I would have. If that was, I would have her join Naruto, fight Sasuke.
Yeah,
That makes her realize I don't love him anymore.
she should have realized that sooner. In fact, I think when Sasuke actually kind of his sudden heel turn in Sakura saw him, I would have did a BoJack Horseman on him.
Yeah,
Like, I don't forgive you. He said, "No, you don't get closure. You have to live with this for the rest of your life. What you've done."
Exactly.
Considering he stabbed both of them in the back for a stupid reason that ultimately was not worth it.
Yeah, it doesn't want everything he has done doesn't warrant redemption.
No, like I really feel like with Kingdom Hearts is like better written.
Yeah, in terms of redemption. Axel, well, Lee's a different character than Axel, right?
He really didn't need a redemption to be fair, because he really never did anything bad.
Yeah,
I mean, really, all he really wanted was to be around Roxas because they were friends.
yeah. The worst thing he did was kidnap Kyrie.
That's like small compared to like other villains like Xemnas.
Yeah, I remember Sora. I remember in forums Sora got a lot of hate for killing characters like Demix. I was like, really? Because why? Because the organization, sure, they were cool, but they were killing innocent people.
Yeah. I mean, Marluxia and Larxene aren't any better.
Right.
Plus, who wouldn't want to kill Demix?
Yeah,
He's
I hate him. I don't hate him more than Sasuke, but he's in my top 5 most hated characters ever.
I just find him more annoying than hateable.
Yeah.
Because of how he's written, how he's got that, like, he tries to act tough and cool, but he's actually a wuss. Like, they're sending the wrong guy for this.
Exactly.
I mean, Larxene, there's no redeeming her.
She has no redeeming qualities.
Considering her personality.
Yeah. I think she might be the female Sasuke.
I'd take her over Sasuke, to be honest. She's still
me too.
more enjoyably evil.
Heck, this might be unpopular, but I'll take Kylo Ren over Sasuke.
No. Kylo's more pathetic than Sasuke, to be honest.
Yeah, okay, you're right. How about I'll take the Care Bears over Sasuke? They're so annoying.
Should we say Jar Jar?
I would go. I don't know.
Make fun of Jar Jar all you want. Clone Wars kind of showed him being actually helpful.
But he's still annoying.
Yeah, but still, you don't want to like punch him like you want to hit Sasuke.
Exactly right.
So if you do this Zootopia thing with like Sora's daughter turning like a bunny like Judy,
I think Kyrie would look more like a bunny. Speaking of Kyrie, what would her toy form be? Not her toy, her monster form like?
maybe something like Mike's girlfriend with the eyes and the arms, maybe.
Yeah. Her hair would be like Medusa,
Yeah.
only more friendlier. And Riku's would look like a silverist, like
Maybe he looks like a giant silver version of Sully.
yeah, or the abominable snowman.
Yeah. I keep forgetting about that. Or to be like a different version of Randall.
Yeah. And I know we discussed this in an earlier podcast, but Kyrie would be a witch in Halloween Town.
Yeah. Because all the classic monsters were already taken by Sora, Donald, and Goofy.
What?
Like the classic monster looks are taken already.
Yeah. And I would write Kyrie have her own arc in the Keyblade Academy.
Yeah.
She would tell herself to get stronger, but she would have fears of getting kidnapped. But once she beats more Heartless, the more stronger she becomes.
Yeah.
And then she beats one of the main bad guys.
I think all the years of training she'd probably do whatever, like be like Aqua and or more. She'd be like one. She'd be like badass, like Wonder Woman kind of.
Yeah.
Maybe you combine Wonder Woman with Aqua.
If Kyrie met Hinata, what would that be like?
If Kyrie what?
Met Hinata.
She'd punch her in the face.
Yeah. She would tell her that that's not how you get a boyfriend or something like that. Stalking him and all that.
Can we have it be your Avengers one? Where she's got the Iron Man suit.
Yeah.
Because I like that version of her with that's the suit because it's so cool.
Yeah. I can imagine if someone tried to kidnap her kids.
She'd suit up and just go hog wild.
Yeah. She said,
Oh, she'd get Mjolnir and go Thunder God on them.
yeah, she'd go Sarah Connor on their asses.
Or further, make her Kratos
Yeah.
with her rage.
Yeah. Because there's nothing more scary than a pissed off mother.
Yes.
That's who Kyrie would be. Even Sora would be afraid of her. I would write that.
Naruto was when Sakura would show that.
Yeah, that would. I would write Sora and Kyrie like Naruto and Sakura should have been.
I feel if Sora saw angry Kyrie, he'd be scared and aroused at the same time.
He would leave the room. Especially if she gets angry at her son for doing something stupid.
Yeah, but she'd be fair as a mom.
Yeah, she'd be disciplinary, but still fair. She would probably ground them for.
Yeah.
That would probably be their worst punishment.
You think they'd have like their house would have like TV and video games?
I think TV existed in the Kingdom Hearts in their universe.
I see the kids like playing like Pokemon and stuff.
Yeah, what will the Kingdom Hearts version of Pokemon be like? Like Dream Eaters or something?
Probably.
Yeah.
It's basically Pokemon already.
Yeah, exactly. Have you watched the Pokemon anime in a while?
No, I haven't watched that in years. I stopped after Battle Frontier.
Me too.
I'm actually more playing the games actually. I'm actually finishing up Gen 3 right now.
Really?
Because I'm getting up to Gen 4, which has my favorite Pokemon girl in it.
I still haven't. You know, I remember finally beating the last boss in the first Pokemon game.
Blue?
Yeah. Or was it red or yellow?
That's all. It's blue in all of them.
I know, but I was wondering which Pokemon game.
Yeah, Blue. That's the character's name.
I felt like we were.
Or if you go by yellow, it's Gary.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm actually getting all like the other gens of Pokemon after getting back into it.
What?
I'm actually getting all the other Pokemon games after getting back into it.
Really?
Because I just finished up getting the Gen 5 games.
Remember when Pokemon was everywhere in the 90s?
Yes.
I remember some mothers call it Centonic or whatever.
Yeah, it sounds like something they'd say.
My mother.
Nowadays, that doesn't seem. People are like that already, so it's nothing new.
Yeah, thankfully my mother wasn't.
Mine wasn't either.
She let me, because she knows it's just a game or something like that.
Oh, yeah, but nowadays people just take things way too seriously. Like yesterday, I saw a video from Yellow Flash saying there's this one person on Oxford doing a debate about how eating meat is sexist and racist.
What the fuck?
No, this is an actually real thing.
It's not
This is
satire.
real.
It's not satire.
No, this is real.
God, take me to heaven now.
Yes, this is a real thing.
I don't know. That sounds really.
I'm pretty sure if I told Blue Star that, he probably wouldn't even believe me.
Yeah, because he is in Oxford and
Pretty sure it's in the UK.
yeah, it's where genius is, and I use that in quotation marks.
What
Go,
does that mean nowadays?
huh?
What does that mean nowadays when you see these stupid people in power?
Yeah, all those politicians. I hate. That's why I don't follow politics.
I don't either.
Whenever I see
The only
something,
politics that I follow are Star Wars ones when it's good politics, like when Palpatine took power.
yeah, I wonder what the politics of Kingdom Hearts would be like.
Oh, that's a good question. Because we never really. There's got to be some kind of politics there.
I could see someone that could be against Key Bears and try and ban them or something.
Yeah, be like J. Jonah Jameson.
Yeah.
Could you imagine if he actually met Superman, Jonah?
Huh. He probably
Would he still
call him
call
a menace.
him a menace too?
Yes.
Yet he's got no problem with Mysterio.
Which puzzles me.
Even though, like in No Way Home, there's really no criminal charges against Peter if you actually look at them.
Exactly.
Because MatPat did a theory on that there were no charges.
Yeah.
You can honestly see that video was edited.
Exactly. Yeah, you could see that, but they won't look at it.
No, because we wouldn't have a story then.
Right. And probably the best Spider-Man movie ever. Best live action.
I don't know. Spider-Man 2 is still really good.
Yeah. I think the best Batman movie is Mask of the Phantasm.
I say 89.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, I just grew up with that one more.
So did I.
Michael Keaton is still Batman to me.
What about Jack Nicholson as Joker? Is he still Joker to you?
Oh, that's hard. He's like second best.
Here, I think
Sorry, Heath is just so good.
I think his Joker is more closer to the comics because he kills people for fun. Well, Heath Ledger was more psychotic.
He's more, yeah. Plus, he was more like the whole like dynamic between him and Batman needing each other.
Yeah, that's what made Ledger's Joker great. It was original.
I just like that. That's a thing of the characters now is that each need each other to survive. Like how in the animated series where they thought Batman was dead, Joker says, "There's a certain rhythm in these things. I cause trouble, he shows up."
Without Batman, crime is no punchline.
I miss writing like that.
Yeah, me too. Mark Hamill made that one. Only Mark Hamill can beat the Joker. No offense to Tim Curry, but I'm glad it came to Mark Hamill.
Yeah. Thankfully, he was busy being another terrifying clown, Curry.
Yeah. Imagine, I wish he voiced it in a Kingdom Hearts game.
Yeah, I think that's probably past.
Yeah, he had a stroke, and I don't think he can talk anymore.
Look at Tom Kane.
Yeah.
I mean, if you did the Beauty and the Beast Christmas, it might have worked, like, in one of the games.
Yeah, I was thinking him more voiced an original villain.
True. I mean, he did take over for Palpatine after the other guy died in Clone Wars.
Really?
Yeah. Did you get to that Palpatine Maul fight in season 5 yet?
Not yet.
Oh, it's so good.
You know what? I could also see Tim Curry voicing Master Xehanort. He would have been a good Master Xehanort.
He'd be so hammy, though.
That's true.
I think you get so lost in the hamminess, you'd forget he's supposed to be scary or intimidating.
Yeah. I mean, I thought he was creepy as Pennywise, but the more I watch him, the more funny he is.
I mean, that's like in the critics review. He's got to be funny and scary.
Right.
You got to lure them in, then scare them. Something Sarsgaard just went for plain scary.
Yeah, I haven't seen that, but I
If you're gonna watch the second one, it's pretty long.
I've heard it's not good.
It's decent, but it just really just drags towards the end.
I'll. Did they make it another SJW agenda or something?
No, it's
Good,
just the climax is just so long.
good, because that's what they're doing nowadays.
Yeah, I know.
Thankfully, it hasn't touched Kingdom Hearts
Yeah,
yet.
I seriously doubt Japan's gonna allow that.
Yeah, Japan is more.
Because look at how manga's outselling comics now every month.
Yeah, Japan is less PC.
Yeah, they feel like Marvel and DC comics are gonna be like going under soon,
Yeah,
since none of their comics, aside from Batman, are selling for DC.
I bet. Well, and Marvel just ever since One More Day has been declining. I bet.
I really haven't been reading a lot of Marvel. I'm reading like the older stuff, but not the newer stuff.
Yeah. The
So
other
I
day,
did buy a few Spider Gwen trades.
yeah, I, I bet they're not. I heard he and MJ got back together. I
I
mean,
haven't been keeping up with it.
the deal with Mephisto is done.
No, it's still it did not get undone. It
Shit.
still happened. It hasn't got undone. I
That
know
was
since Past was undone.
that was the stupidest thing I've ever read on ever.
What?
One More Day.
Agreed. Even though
Wonder how.
the
But
solution is just so simple to fix.
to fix Aunt May.
Yeah. And all the guys Peter goes to could fix her. But nope, they won't.
They just wanted to. They just want a single Spider-Man with made his character worse.
Yeah, as your rant showed.
Yeah,
Well, your Linkara rant.
yeah. I still, to this day, I still feel the same way about Naruto.
Oh, it's
He's
true. It pretty much is the same for Naruto.
he's still written like a child.
Yeah, and he still acts like one too.
I mean, I didn't expect him before the ending. I didn't expect him. I still expected him to be like Naruto, but more grown up.
Yeah.
Like if he married Sakura, he would not. None of this crap would have happened.
Depends on how you'd write.
I mean, if pre ending Sakura,
pre 693.
pre 693, yeah. If that's Sakura, if pre 693 married Naruto, the story would have been better in my opinion.
You still gotta like be good at writing what you're gonna do in the last half of it.
Yeah.
Because if we got what we did with Boruto right now with Naruto and Sakura, I still would not want them to be together, to be honest.
No, me neither.
Because Boruto doesn't even have a focus.
He doesn't have a personality.
No, I mean his story has no focus or structure. It's just random stuff.
As they call it, big lipped alligator moments.
Yes.
I think every filler is a big lipped alligator moment.
I feel like half that series is filler.
I know what I would do if I write Sora's kid, not make him like Bolt.
Yeah, don't make him have daddy issues like Titus.
Yeah. Make him and Sora have a strong bond.
Yeah.
Like, well, he's dead, but Mufasa and Simba, for example.
Yeah. Although I see Sora acting like Hughes from Full Metal Alchemist with his daughter.
Yeah. And
Especially when he pulled the gun on those kids.
yeah, he used the Keyblade. And Kyrie just gets embarrassed.
Yeah. How would the two kids be as siblings? Would they be like,
I think they would get along, but they would they would still argue sometimes.
yeah, they still love each other?
Yeah, I could see Sora's son being protective of her. Would they have bullies though?
What?
Would they have bullies?
Maybe.
But you don't want to mess with Sora's kid.
Yeah, but the whole I just would they be like overshadowed by their parents' reputation? That they'd have so much pressure on them to be like them.
I would make in one episode it happens.
Are they
Or
just want to be themselves?
yeah, and Sora tells him tells him a lecture that it's okay to be the son of a Keyblade master. You just of a legendary Keyblade master like me. You just have to be yourself.
Yeah,
Don't be like me or your mother. Just be who you are. Just let your heart guide you.
yeah. I think other worlds. I think I probably want to see is like if they could still do this. Maybe like a Power Rangers world with the kids.
Yeah, which one?
Oh, that'd be That's hard. If you
Maybe
want to go, if you want to go dark Power Rangers, maybe RPM because that's still Disney.
and it's dark.
Yeah, it's like basically Power Rangers meets Terminator.
Wow.
Yeah,
Although I would like Mighty more because I would like to see Lord Zed in a Kingdom Hearts game.
that would be cool.
I could see him taking over for Maleficent instead of Rita.
Yeah, or have him and Astronomer team up.
Yeah, but he would be in charge because he's
Yeah,
more.
but the thing about Zed is he'd betray the villains the first chance he got.
Yeah, he would. He would probably kill Maleficent.
Yeah, because I remember at the end of Zeo, he gave the Machine Empire a bomb that basically blew them up.
Yeah, I every time I
I
look
could
at
see
Zed,
Zed being a like a villain in that. But
yeah,
how hard would his boss fight be? Because Zed is not somebody you just beat.
but I would have
Would he be like Ansem level hard or like super boss hard?
I think Super Boss if he's an optional boss.
No, he's got to be like the main one.
Ansem level because
Throughout all 3 seasons of Mighty Morphin, he was only fought once, and that was just by pure luck on Tommy's part that he beat him.
yeah.
Those are villains I like where they're so powerful they don't have to fight, but when they do, they show why they're a threat.
Right. I could also see Zed he could be like his character before he married Rita, still threatening.
Well, technically, when he married Rita, he had a lot more victories.
That's true, but his character was
But he
toned
was
down.
still like he was like pacified a bit, but he was still a threat.
Yeah.
If you want to go like maybe if you want to go Disney, go Wild Force with Master Aura because he was pure evil.
I miss villains like that.
I know.
And said they had to have a sad backstory to justify their evil.
Yeah, because like Retrospect Greg said, you can't have all your villains be Vader. Somebody's got to be Palpatine or Frieza. I kind of feel that they're ruining Frieza's character now too.
Yeah. Do you think they ruined Xehanort a little bit in Kingdom Hearts 3?
Me, up till you beat him, no.
Right.
I felt he was still in character up till that final fight.
Yeah, I think him wanting to.
Do a do-over of the world.
Yeah.
What, did going back to Scarlet Kylam change his mind on what he was doing?
Right. I guess.
Would Sora have like documents of like that event with Xehanort like in his academy?
I think so. He would also have him do it as homework or something.
Hmm.
In
I feel
history
like he
class.
would have that all documented as like history.
Yeah. And he was also. I could also see him. I could also see books about key bearers, fictional
Yeah.
books.
Like
Like-
they'd ask again Sid or like if anything they find stuff from like Ericus that would document that stuff.
Yeah, and I could also see how I could, if they tell us what Kingdom Hearts is, I could also see him what created Kingdom Hearts.
Yeah. To be honest, I don't even think Nomura knows what it is at this point.
I think it's kind of like heaven, only it's
Limbo?
what?
Limbo?
Yeah, and if it's ruined and the worlds will be destroyed.
What if the Master of Masters underneath the hood is Walt Disney?
that would be the greatest twist in the history of twists.
Oh wait, what if it's one of the, like Bob Iger or Bob Chapek underneath the hood?
Or Michael Eisner.
I feel Iger and Chapek are ruining it now.
Yeah, at least Eisner did his best.
Yeah.
Eisner wasn't that evil.
At least Eisner probably didn't lie to his shareholders.
Yeah, and at least I read that he said when they were pitching Kingdom Hearts to him, he said, "Fine, do it, whatever." Like he didn't really care or something like that.
Eisner
Yeah,
or Iger?
Eisner. Michael Eisner was still CEO of Disney when Kingdom Hearts was being created.
Oh, he was?
Yeah.
Another thing I remember from Michael Eisner is that one bit in Family Guy where they reenacted Temple of Doom.
Yeah.
Where he tries to take Peter's heart and he just punches him over a cliff.
yeah, that was funny.
I mean, that's when Family Guy was still funny.
Yeah, I thought Family Guy jumped the shark when they got political.
Yeah. Then Brian turned into like the worst character.
Yeah, it was mysterious. Do you watch Mr. Enter?
Yeah.
He hates Brian more than I hate Sasuke.
He hates Patrick too.
Yeah. I don't know if I hate, well, I don't know if I hate Patrick that much.
Patrick in like the later seasons was really kind of an ass.
Yeah, and in the first 3 seasons,
Like
He's-
stuck in the ringer.
yeah,
He
that
basically trapped SpongeBob in a ringer.
yeah, I would have, if that was me, I would have made that episode more of a reason for SpongeBob to get stuck in the ringer and have Patrick try his best rather than being an asshole about it.
Yeah.
Because you could have characters make mistakes, and as long as they learn from them.
Yeah, but Patrick doesn't. Like when he tried to baby pet sit Gary, he got a flamethrower to him.
Yeah. Remember that when SpongeBob adopted a new pet and he didn't notice that he was an evil monster?
Yeah, and he kept blaming Gary.
I hated that episode more than anything.
Oh, everyone hated that episode.
Yeah. I can see Sora liking early SpongeBob.
Yeah, I can see that too.
That's why I have Kyrie say Sora. It's Sora's favorite show. Well, I wonder what her favorite show would be in the MCU. In the MCU universe, since they live there now.
Good question.
Probably would she like Friends?
Maybe.
I never watched Friends, to tell you the truth.
I've seen bits and pieces of it.
It's not my thing.
Maybe
I
she
like
likes
Stein-
those like '80s shows like Miami Vice or something, or Golden Girls.
Yeah, I could see her liking Golden Girls. For Betty White.
Yeah,
Uh, but she was 99, so
yeah, she would have been 100 in like a couple weeks.
yeah, so she lived a good life.
Yep.
I get sad when 99-year-old celebrities die, but I say at least they didn't live to be. At least they lived to be in their 90s.
Yeah. Try to think about Bob Saget too.
Yeah,
Especially now that we know how he died.
we we don't know
No, we do know. They got released.
what
He had head trauma.
head trauma.
Yeah.
Oh, you know what? I never. I've seen his stand up, but they are different than Danny Tanner,
Yeah.
and I'm not that big of a Full House fan.
Maybe Kyra watches that.
I could
As
see,
cheesy as it is.
huh?
For as cheesy as it is.
Yeah, I could. Could you see Sora liking it too, or saying that's No, that's too cheesy even for me.
Maybe. Maybe Kyrie's got a crush on early John Stamos.
Yeah.
I could see that.
You know what else I could see Sora doing? You know how celebrities do first pitches at baseball games? I could see
Yeah.
Sora doing that.
Yeah,
And-
he's a big icon in the MCU world.
Yeah, he is. He
Ooh,
does
wait, I got a question.
what?
How would a MCU Sora Kingdom Hearts Avengers Halloween story go?
What do you mean?
Like, how would you do like if say Tony had a Halloween party?
I would have him dress. I would have him dress like gee,
Would they have
either
a theme or would it be random?
I would have it be random. Like since he's a Terminator fan, I might dress him as a Terminator.
Would he be T2 Arnold
Yeah,
or T1 where
T2.
he was actually scary?
well T2 because he's more of a hero.
Yeah, we don't talk about T3 to 6,
Right.
especially 6.
I've never seen Dark Fate.
Don't.
Is it the worst Terminator movie ever?
From what I'm hearing, yes.
Like when he killed John Connor off?
Yes.
That ruins the moral of the first two
Well,
movies.
even killing John didn't seem to matter since another AI took over. So really, it didn't even matter.
The Terminator timeline is confusing.
Yeah, which is why I feel like everything after 2 isn't canon.
Exactly.
And
bet-
what would Sora and Kyrie's kids dress up as?
Probably one year I'll have them dress up like Captain America and Black Widow, because that's their godmother and godfather.
Ah,
And I could see their kids calling Tony Grandpa Tony.
yeah. I bet Tony's gonna love that. I see Steven like Thor making fun of him and making
Yeah,
jokes at his expense.
and I could see him glaring at them. But then when they're gone, he admits to paper. I kind of like him. They call him Grandpa because he's that big. He could be a softie when it comes to kids.
Yeah, especially with his own daughter.
Yeah,
So Sora is like T2 Arnold and like Kyra be what, Ahsoka?
yeah.
Would Sora do the Schwarzenegger accent?
Yeah, I can imagine Haley. I can imagine that with Haley.
That would be funny.
Yeah, and Kyrie says, "Sora, stop it."
Would the other Kingdom Hearts characters be there, like Riku and Aqua?
Well,
Or is it
they're not
just Sora and Kyrie.
just Sora and Kyrie because they don't show up till
Ragnarok?
yeah.
Ah,
I'm working on Civil War right now. When Tony felt guilt about John, that guys that when he confronted that mother,
Yeah.
I'm having him babysit Sora's kid. Like he's being put in daycare while he's doing that presentation.
Mm.
He's,
I kind of feel like that scene in Civil War should have happened in like Naruto.
yeah,
Like somebody confronts Naruto over what Sasuke did, since Sasuke pretty much is the reason that war started.
yeah.
Yeah, he
Would
faced no
Naruto feel
negative
guilty?
repercussions.
Would Naruto feel guilty, or he said Sasuke didn't know what he was doing?
Yeah, he probably try to spin the narrative, but the
Yeah.
mother wouldn't stop until he admitted it.
At least Tony
At least
tried to
Tony
atone.
tried to take responsibility.
Yeah, I was on Cap's side though.
I found both points to be kind of equal. That both sides are right and wrong.
Yeah, that's
Like the comics saying the pro was right all the time.
but the Russos are great writers.
They are. Did you see 21 Bridges?
No, I haven't. They directed it.
Yeah, it's one. It's with Chadwick Boseman.
Um, um, really.
Yeah, it's actually pretty good.
I'm probably gonna be sad watching him because
Yeah, just seeing what he's going through in that movie and what we knew about him at the time.
it's a shame he's never gonna win an Oscar. But then again, Oscars suck nowadays.
Yeah, it's all about diversity.
Rather than nominate the good movies.
Yep, because West Side Story is up for Oscars, even though that movie bombed hard.
I haven't seen it.
I heard it's awful.
I haven't seen the original one either.
Sam, I expected much more from Spielberg.
Spielberg makes the greatest movies ever, and he makes crap like that. Back to the Future, Jaws, and E.T. Yeah. And else, I never seen Schindler's List, but he did win an Oscar for that.
I heard Schindler's List is pretty good.
Yeah. You know, it's Sora learning about. You know what I could see Sora doing? I'm learning about
That'd be
Hitler.
interesting.
What?
That'd be interesting to see him learn about like U.S. history.
Like Hitler, yeah, and he learns about Hitler and he,
Bin Laden.
yeah. I might, I might make a 9/11 tribute, but I don't want to make it insulting. You know what I mean?
No, don't. Because there's already enough people insulting what happened that day anyway.
Yeah, it's true.
Like one of the guys that wrote the newer Captain America comics, they're doing.
What did that have to do with 9/11?
Oh, he said first responders are menaces of nature.
Wow,
Yeah.
that does not. If MCU Cap saw 9/11, he'd be pissed off.
Oh, he would be.
He would try to go after Bin Laden and kill him. Although the Avengers would have found him faster than.
The Avengers weren't a thing back when Bin Laden was around.
I know, but if they were, they would have found him.
I think back then Tony was still dealing with terrorists secretly, or at least his company was.
Yeah, he was still Iron Man by the time they got Bin Laden.
Yeah, that was what 2011.
Yeah,
yeah, he was like Iron Man for like 3 years, so that'd be around like Thor.
Yeah, I was watching a baseball game when that happened.
I was in school.
I was like, "What?" Then I woke up my dad, and he said, "I told him turn to CNN," and he was shocked.
Did Sora actually meet like Obama and stuff after the first Avengers movie?
Yeah, I could. Well, Obama's not the president in the Avengers movie.
In 2012?
Is he?
He was. Yeah, he was president until 2016.
Well, I thought a different guy was president in Iron Man 3.
Oh right, oh right. Sorry. Oh my god.
I wasn't talking about real life presidents.
Sorry.
I
You
doubt.
never
I
know
don't.
with Marvel.
Right. I don't know if Sora would. I don't know how Sora would feel if he meets Donald Trump or Joe Biden. But I'm not going to talk about that.
Yeah, let's not.
Yeah. Let's go back to future generations.
Right.
How
How
about
would you do about, like, how would you do like villains?
I would write them to be very complex, be
Would they
written like
competent?
incompetent, but they would have incompetent sidekicks because we need comedy, like Rocksteady and Bebop.
Yeah, but they're still like a threat, right? Like Goldar.
Yeah, he's stupid. Godar is stupid, but he's still intimidating.
Yeah, they actually brought him back in Beast Morphers.
I saw that, but
Turned him into Goldar Maximus.
it made me miss the original Goldar though.
And yet Jason came back for that.
Yeah, that's why I watched it.
Even though Austin St. John looks pretty old by that point.
He did a good job. He still did a good job.
Yeah.
Yeah, I watched early Power Rangers. His acting got better. Their acting got better.
Yeah, but around like the first half of the first season, it was kind of like still finding its place. But after that, it got good.
Yeah,
Mostly because of Tommy.
yeah. Anyway, back to the villains. I would make them like the main one, like Xanatos, a little bit.
Gargoyle Xanatos?
Yes.
I thought you said Thanatos for a second.
I said Xanatos.
It sounded like Thanatos for a second because
that would be his That would be a cool name for a villain.
Unless he's the god of death in Herc's world.
Yeah, that's true. But I would have him be voiced by Jonathan Frakes.
Who?
The main villain of villain.
Was that Riker?
Yes.
Okay.
And
Would
also
Demona be played by her actress too?
Huh?
Would Demona be played by her actress too?
Yes.
If you had her in there?
Yes. We can't get the Hudson though because Ed Asner died.
Oh. Ooh, wait. Maybe you could use Thaylog in this future generation with that Eliza clone.
Yeah, that's true.
I'm pretty sure those two became a thing after season 2.
I haven't watched it in a while, but yeah, I could also see Sora going to a future where he meets his future kids, and it's like a humans versus Skynet future. Do you know what I mean?
So RPM basically.
Yeah, and his kids have to help him go back to the past.
Yeah. Kind of reminds me of Days of Future Past and X-Men.
Yeah. And I could see his son in the future be voiced by probably either Yuri Lowenthal or who voices Nolan North.
Ooh, I could see Nolan North.
Yeah, and his daughter be voiced by
Nolan North can do any role, basically.
Huh?
Nolan North can do any role.
Yeah, but his future daughter can be voiced by how about who voices Winry?
Oh,
Caitlin Glass.
right. Okay.
Or how about Rukia's voice actor, Michelle Ruff?
Ooh, I love that one's a good one. I could see that.
Or if you're gonna go by,
do the Rukia voice,
yeah,
because Rukia is probably my favorite voice Michelle Ruff does.
yeah, Ellie's mine.
Or maybe you have Colleen Klinkenbeard do the daughter.
Yeah,
Then she could grow up to be Urza's voice.
yeah. Or if you're gonna go by, since if you're gonna have them voiced by celebrities, have Sora's son be voiced by who would do a video game voice? Would no, not Bruce Willis. He wouldn't. I don't think he would fit.
I think that's beneath him at this
Yeah.
point. I mean, he's done worse.
Yeah, like Die Hard 5.
Or Rugrats Go Wild.
God, I regret watching that movie. He's the main reason I wanted to see that movie.
Yeah, him as Spike, I'm like, that just sounds dumb.
I know. That's why I wanted to see it because him. Of course, he saved it from being that so boring. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
He was like Jack Black in Neverending Story 3.
Not really a big Jack Black fan, to be honest.
I mean, no, I'm not either.
Really, the only movie I liked him in was Tropic Thunder.
I've never seen Tropic Thunder, but I heard Robert Downey Jr. He was nominated for an Oscar for that movie.
Oh, yeah, he's really good in it.
You could put Robert Downey Jr. in Twilight and it'd be good. Well, I wouldn't go
Bit
that
of
far.
a stretch.
No, not even.
A celebrity that could voice like
How
a mainstream celebrity?
what?
Like a mainstream celebrity voicing Sora's son?
Yeah, because Haley Joel Osment's kind of a mainstream celebrity.
Jason Ritter.
Yeah, that'd be cool. That'd be
Since
pretty
he
good.
plays Dipper on Gravity Falls.
Yeah.
Or now that'd be trying to think here. I don't know many mainstream celebrities that do voice work.
For video games.
Maybe,
Although,
I mean, kind of a stretch, but maybe James McAvoy.
yeah. Or how about, I know it probably won't happen with Ryan Reynolds.
Maybe.
He did a good job of
No,
Detective.
you'd probably need your whole budget for him.
Yeah, he did a good job of Detective Pikachu, though.
I still find that so weird.
Yeah, it was.
Especially when he said, "Get me the hell out of here."
Hearing Pikachu swear is.
The
It's
only
like
way I'd see that is if it was a parody or if it was a Robot Chicken sketch.
Yeah. I can't see Pikachu swear. I can't see Mickey Mouse swear. That's why when I read fics that had Mickey Mouse swear, I cringe. You know what I mean?
So to be fair, how Disney is recently, I feel like it'd be more in character.
Yeah, that's true. If he was real and he saw with Disney, he'd probably want to kill himself.
Yeah. Maybe Ewan McGregor might be good.
Yeah.
Voice like Sora.
He'd be good voice for adult Sora.
Yeah. Since he has done voice work before.
Yeah. Would he try to do an American accent?
Nah. I say go to his like normal voice.
Yeah. Because Sora with a British accent. That sounds cool.
That's McGregor's Scottish.
Oh, I thought he was British.
No, he's Scottish.
Oh.
What about like would this like future thing be like an alternate future that could happen, but they try to stop it from happening?
Yeah.
So like another branch in the time stream
Yeah.
where we see like Clockwork from Danny Phantom.
Yeah.
Cataloging it. Or if you're MCU, you're Uatu.
Yeah. Excuse me.
You imagine Nick Fury at that academy?
Yeah, he'd probably be the recruiter.
Yeah, he'd know recruiting.
Yeah.
Would this be him or Skrull Fury?
Him. I'm still confused about that.
Well, they're setting up for Secret Invasion, so
I wonder when. Speaking of Nick Fury, I was thinking about how it should have ended. I wonder how it should have ended. No Way Home would be like.
I still gotta wait on that. But I'm curious to see that myself.
I'm excited for it.
Yeah. Wait, if sort of looked through history, would he find out about Hydra and Red Skull?
Yes. He would also, and I could also see Kyrie learning about the Stark Industries and learning about the events of Iron Man 1.
Or about like Howard and Obadiah?
Yeah. I'll be right back.
Okay.
Sorry about that. Well, what were you talking about? Hello?
Sorry, I was away checking something on my tablet.
Oh. What were we talking about?
Uh, Sir and Kyle about history.
Yeah. I. You know what I can also see since I can see Tony inviting Sora and Kat to watch Star Wars with movies like Star Wars um and Jurassic Park and all those movies.
It's like stuff Steve's got to catch up on.
Yeah, like the list. I can see him.
Yeah.
I can see Sora joining him. I also see him, Sora, and Tony and Bruce having a card night.
Yeah, like poker.
Yeah, and they would make bets.
Yeah,
And
that'd actually be like nice bonding moments.
well, yeah, you're right. They wouldn't make bets.
That Steve might not, unless you have Clint there, and he might do that.
Yeah, I could also see him going to like sporting and like the Super Bowl.
Yeah,
I could see them doing like a Super Bowl halftime show, like when Tony and the beginning of Iron Man 2 when Tony felt.
Oh, and Tony does his expo.
Yeah, I could see Tony. I could see Kyrie doing that at the Super Bowl halftime show, and with ACDC's playing "Shoot the Thrill." That would have been an awesome halftime
she
show.
fly down in her armor.
Yeah, and she was wearing her sport football jersey.
What would she be? What team would she wear?
They live in New York. Probably
Doesn't mean you have to follow. You don't have to fave the New York teams.
That's true. They mostly suck. Probably she'd be.
Unless you're Buffalo.
Yeah, Buffalo's pretty good.
I mean, they made it to the playoffs.
Yeah, she would. She and Sora would probably be. Um, will they be Patriots fans?
I could see that.
Yeah. And you know
Depends on
what
what
else?
year. Wait, which? It depends on what year they do
Well,
this.
probably 2000. The year they went to Arizona.
Oh God, I don't even remember that one.
It was when the Seahawks threw the interception.
Oh yeah, with Butler catching. Yeah, probably they'd be wearing. Oh
Yeah,
yeah, they'd
and
be Patriots because Chris Evans is a Patriot fan.
yeah, but Cap is uh,
Cap is from Queens. No,
yeah,
he's from Brooklyn.
he's from Brooklyn.
No, wait, would
Yeah,
Sora and Kyrie live in Brooklyn
I think they would live in the Bronx or Manhattan. I would have him live in Manhattan.
or closer to Tony? Maybe.
Yeah,
So wait, does Sora take over that place he works at from Stan after Stan passes?
yes,
That always, I always had a question about that.
yeah.
Since Lee is gone, so
And you know what? In my fic, I'm gonna have Stanley die the same day he really did die.
mm.
He didn't die in the snap though.
Yeah. Plus, you kind of run into a problem with the Star Wars movies if Thanos snaps half the cast away.
And he never saw or the rise of Skywalker.
No, he didn't see 7 or 8.
No,
Actually, that'd be doing a service to the series.
yeah, but
Getting rid of
7 or
all
8
those
already happened though.
executives. Yeah, I'm just saying, like within the world of your story, maybe get
Right.
rid of the Lucasfilm executives that are hurting it.
Yeah, and they would make executives that make better Star Wars movies.
Yes. Would Sora and his friends meet the Eternals at some point?
I'm not writing that. I don't think I'm gonna write that.
I'm just asking, like, would they if
Yeah,
Shang-Chi?
yeah, they would. I would also
Because it seems
also have,
Eternals is kind of a game changer for lore reasons.
I don't know. I haven't, like I said, I haven't seen it.
Well, apparently they just introduced Thanos' brother into it.
Really.
Yeah, they introduced Eros in at the end.
I was wondering. I thought the next big bad would be Doctor Doom,
I wanted to be Doom.
but he's been butchered in the movies he's in.
I know, but you don't know. Maybe they'll do good after the 4th time.
Yeah, I mean the closest we got to a good Doctor Doom was the Corman version.
Yeah. I mean, we don't talk about 2015 Doom.
No, in 20. I don't hate the Jessica Alba movies, but that
No,
Doctor
those are actually more in line with the comics than 2015.
Yeah, I mean they're not
Although
good.
Howard,
The main reason I love
Howard,
those movies because of Jessica Alba.
yeah, I think that's the only reason anyone watched them.
Yeah, although Chris Evans.
How would like that Johnny Storm and Cap react to seeing each other?
They would probably do that Charlie Chaplin mirror scene.
Because it'd be like if Xavier met Picard.
Yeah, or if Nick Fury met what's Mace Windu.
That'd be weird.
You know,
Close your eye.
Sora watches the Disney movies that his worlds were in. Which one?
Does he?
I'm gonna have him do that in the MCU.
It'd be weird him watching those, knowing he was in those worlds.
Yeah, and he watched Aladdin and said, "That's not how it happened."
He's watching the first Aladdin or Little Mermaid
Yeah.
or Tangled. He'd be such a snob with those movies.
Yeah.
He'd be so like Brad Jones, the cinema snob.
Yeah. Yeah. What do you like? Would you also
But that
like?
would be funny.
Yeah, that would.
What?
What do you like? Godzilla movies?
Yeah, probably he seems like he'd like those.
I'm a Godzilla fan.
What kind of summons? What kind of new summons? What should the new he have like when he's older?
What would be good summon? Good summon.
Probably would be cool, but probably would never happen. Him summoning Optimus Prime, the Gen 1 version.
But any cool Disney ones? Any cool Disney ones?
Maui?
Yes, that would be awesome.
Dude's a god, so why not?
And he has all those powers. You choose a button, and it's a different animal. And the same goes for Sora.
Maybe he could summon one of the Avengers.
What?
What if he summoned one of the Avengers?
His moves will be similar to Cap, and he would have I would have him have a similar Iron Man suit with Tony, and they would do what the.
Would it be like Genie switching like between forms, like Valor, Wisdom?
Yes.
So like one would be like Iron Man, one would be Hulk, one would be Thor, one would be Cap.
Yeah, that'd be sweet. Or how about Luke Skywalker? Would he be a good summon?
Ooh, that would be cool.
Or Ahsoka?
Maybe save her for Kyrie.
Yeah.
Or give Sora Obi-Wan.
Yeah. In my MCU one, Sora and Kyrie watches Clone Wars religiously.
She probably bases a lot of her character off Ahsoka. Kyrie does.
Yeah.
Like, see, Ahsoka's like an idol or hero.
I can see that too.
Speaking of MCU, how would Sora and Bucky get along?
They would probably be friendly. Only,
I mean, given his relationship with Steve, it kind of begs the question of how Bucky and Sora would be after Steve retires from being Cap.
yeah, I would have. I'm not having Steve retired from being Cap though.
Oh, so he's not going to be Old Man Rogers?
No, remember he's still married to Natasha.
Ooh, yeah. So he's really got no reason to go back to Peggy at the end.
Right.
Now, a lot of people say that was like a betrayal of his character that he did that.
I don't know if I have mixed feelings on that. I'm happy for him.
Yeah, but at the same time, at the beginning, he said we just move on. Like, seems like you didn't.
Right. I would have paired him with Natasha, but that's just me. I thought that they showed
Nothing
him.
wrong with that.
Yeah, I thought they
Winter
showed.
Soldier really seemed like they wanted them to be together.
Yeah, ever since I watched them kiss, I said, oh, "Wow, I think I shipped this."
I think a lot of people started doing that after Winter Soldier.
Yeah, in fact, they in one animated movie, I think they got together in the comics too.
Like, oh, I think I know what you're talking about. Like Next Avengers,
Yeah,
where it was their kids fighting Ultron,
yeah, I haven't seen it, but
and only Hulk is left.
yeah, but that's it.
Wonder if Sora would ever take Peter's like web shooters and like just swing around just to try it.
Yeah, but would he ask Peter's permission first? Since he's basically an adult. Sora's older.
Maybe.
I'm looking forward to rewriting their fight scene where they trade quips.
Wait, Sora Oh yeah, because Sora's with Steve and Pier's with Tony.
Yeah,
Is Kyrie on Tony's side too, or is she like neutral?
neutral. She's neutral. Like Natasha, I think Natasha was neutral. I think did
She seemed
Natasha?
like she was leaning more towards Tony's side.
Yeah, but she also sees Steve's side too.
Yeah. Wonder what the other Kingdom Hearts characters think about the Accords if they ever found out about them and
What?
heard about like what do you think like Riku or Aqua would think of like the Accords or like the civil war that happened between them between Cap and Tony and that Sora and Kyrie were involved?
I think Riku would be against it, but Aqua would be for it.
Maybe Riku would be for them. He seems like more of an orderly guy.
Yeah, that's true.
Now that'd be a civil war there.
Yeah, Kingdom Hearts Civil War, that would be scary. And
Just wonder how would they fight Galactus if they ever showed him.
oh, gee, that's a tough one. I haven't read the comics,
I
but
know
I'm
Sora can fight huge things, but Galactus is a whole other game.
man, I haven't read the comics in a while, but I don't know. I think I would have Sora and Thor fight Galactus.
You're gonna need more than just those two.
Okay, how about Sora, Aqua, Thor, and other hero?
Good work. What if they did Secret Wars,
What was Secret Wars?
where the bunch of heroes and villains fought each other for a prize with the Beyonder?
That would be interesting.
That would be cool, especially with like the Kingdom Hearts crew there.
Yeah, I wonder. Besides who I'm gonna, I wonder who else died in the snap besides in the Kingdom Hearts universe. Who else died in the snap besides the ones I'm snapping? Like Aladdin, for example, died in the snap.
Oh man, that's a gut punch there. Didn't Flynn go too,
Yes,
or Kristoff?
and Anna.
Did Anna?
Yes,
What about Daisy?
yes. Daisy died.
Max?
Yeah, actually, Max survived.
Maybe he lost Roxanne and Sylvia.
That they died in snap. Would Jack Sparrow die in the snap?
Maybe. You can't kill Will because obvious reasons with him because he has to pilot the Dutchman.
Right.
So I think he'd be immune to that.
Elizabeth. Then Elizabeth.
Yeah, you could do Elizabeth. Because really, out of those three, does anyone even matter outside them?
Nope. I didn't like the last Pirates movie.
I didn't see anything after 3.
I saw four with my sister. She loves those movies.
Would any of the toys from Toy Story go?
I could see it like being Toy Box a little bit. Andy goes.
What about Woody?
I could see him dust it off.
I could see like how Buzz and Woody are like having a moment together as he's fading.
Yeah. I could see it happening in toy mode. When Andy
What
disappears,
about Mike from Monsters Inc.?
yeah, and only Boo and Sully survive.
Oh, wait, what about Boo?
Oh no.
It's Thanos. It wouldn't matter to him.
That's true. Yeah, that would be even more tragic. He did kill children.
Yeah, all in the name of balance. I
Yeah,
mean, he did it in the comics too when he snapped.
yeah. I remember one.
That's how the comic opened with him already snapping.
Yes, he killed a. I remember a mother freaking out that her baby disappeared.
Yeah.
There's this, speaking of Thanos, there was this game that I played where if Thanos snapped you or not, I died in snap.
That'd be my luck too if that happened. I just feel like it would be.
Yeah. I also saw that Robert Downey Jr. survived the snap. Not Tony Stark, Robert Downey Jr.
That's actually kind of funny.
Yeah.
Although, would any of the other like Peters from like the alternate worlds also get snapped?
I don't think Toby would. I don't think they would. Maybe I think Garfield might,
Andrew might.
but I don't see if Tobey Maguire was in the MCU. I don't think he would be one of the snapped. I could see MJ though.
Yeah, or Harry. Wait. Assuming Harry's alive at that point.
Yeah.
God, that movie was good, but it just opened up more questions.
When Spider-Man 3?
Yeah, No Way Home.
Right, yeah. Like how is Norman and how are they still alive?
Yeah, because Sandman even said both of them were dead. And Peter even referenced Harry in that too.
Imagine Norman back to normal and finding out his son died.
Yeah. And using the same serum that made him crazy.
Yeah, he'd probably destroy Oscorp for good.
Yeah.
I wonder.
Probably in an over the top way, maybe.
Yeah.
It's Defoe. He's always over the top.
Yeah, he hosted SNL not too long ago.
I don't know. Maybe he'll cross universes and go into DC and become an Atlantean. Defoe.
Yeah. Can you see
He
Sora?
What?
Can you see Sora hosting SNL?
That would be weird.
Yeah.
I could see it, but it'd just be kind of weird.
Yeah. Imagine if you do a famous recurring sketch like Celebrity Jeopardy.
Or you could have him actually be his character, like how Chadwick was T'Challa on SNL.
Yeah. Yeah.
He actually acts like himself.
Yeah.
That was actually funny.
Yeah.
Seeing Chadwick actually beat T'Challa.
Yeah.
Oh, could you actually imagine Tony Stark doing that and he's actually being Tony Stark?
Yeah. I can see the celebrity Sora can imitate on Celebrity Jeopardy. Haley Joel Osment.
Oh, that would be so funny.
Yeah.
So why do you sound like me? Why do you sound like me?
It'd be like all he ever say was, "I see dead people." And I could see Trebek saying, "Oh lordy."
Would this be Will Ferrell Trebek or actual Trebek?
Will Ferrell Trebek.
Okay, that would be funny.
Yeah.
Although maybe Tony acts like Sean Connery does in that.
Yeah. Instead of Daryl Hammond.
and him clashing with Farrell.
Yeah.
Oh my god, that'd be so funny. Can you imagine like an Avengers style Family Feud thing?
Yeah. And of course, Sora will be on Kyrie will be on Sora's
Or
team.
it'd be like Team Cap, Team Iron Man kind of, but you also
Yeah.
have Thor and
Yeah, it would foreshadow.
Thor and Bruce on there.
Yeah, it would foreshadow Civil War.
Kind of, because I remember seeing like promotional stuff for I think Infinity War or Endgame where they had like the two teams of like the actors
Yeah.
together on like Family Feud.
It was Steve Harvey.
Imagine who would be Thor's be on team if they did like a Avengers Family Feud?
Probably Tony, Natasha, and Clint.
Maybe Bruce would be on Steve's side.
Yeah. What would Sora's and Kyrie's favorite restaurant to be in the MCU?
I don't know restaurants out in New York, so I don't know.
Me neither.
Probably one of those like expensive ones.
Yeah. But they would. Shield would probably pay them like.
I mean, Kyrie must make bank working for Stark already, so
Yeah.
if
They
they
would
can probably afford, if they probably bought a penthouse.
Yeah. And then they have a vacation home in Hawaii, and it reminds
Nice.
them of Destiny Islands.
Aw, nice. You think Kyrie would take her daughter out in the armor flying?
Yeah. She would.
Wait. Would Sora's daughter be like a daddy's little princess thing?
I can see that.
Kind of like how Naruto would probably be with Hanami.
Yeah. That's why I always pictured Naruto. Be a good dad, be a good father to his kids. Instead of this disaster.
The imposter in his skin.
Yeah. Or as the car calls him Crazy Steve Naruto.
Yeah. Or how Bayless calls the Dave Coulier Peter Venkman instead of Lorenzo Music.
Yeah. Who voiced Garfield. Who ironically voiced Garfield in the Garfield movie.
Lorenzo Music?
No, Bill Murray voiced Garfield.
Oh, right. That is a coincidence.
And to that day, that's his biggest regret he's ever done.
Oh, I'll bet. Pretty sure he's probably got others, like Osmosis Jones, maybe.
Osmosis Jones isn't a bad movie. It's just, I don't know what it was named at. Kids or adults?
They say it's like Inside Out before Inside Out was a thing.
Only Inside Out did it better. More creative.
I feel Osmosis Jones kind of took some risks with like Thrax.
Thrax was a great villain.
Yeah, he was scary.
And he's voiced by a great actor, Lawrence Fishburne.
Yeah, dude, Lawrence Fishburne is a great actor.
Yeah.
And who can cross worlds apparently. Since he's in both Marvel and DC.
Yeah. He was the Silver Surfer in Fantastic Four 2.
Oh, he's in like 2 different Marvel movies.
Yeah.
The amount of actors that cross over between all those is just mind blowing.
Yeah, like Tommy Lee Jones. Like I mentioned Tommy Lee Jones.
Yeah. Or Josh Brolin in all three different versions.
Yeah. Cable.
Because he was Jonah Hex, Cable, and Thanos.
is Jonah Hicks any good?
No, it wasn't. It's not even like an hour and a half movie.
What do you mean?
It's like very short for a DC movie.
Must be better. That still must be better than watching Batman versus Superman, because that movie was long as hell.
Did you watch the director's cut or the theatrical?
Theatrical.
I saw director's cut, so I watched the 3-hour version.
It's not a good movie.
No, it's not. It is just like so disjointed.
I mean, really, they stopped fighting because they have the same. Their mothers have the same name.
That is actually both funny and stupid at the same time.
Yeah, but you're supposed to take it seriously.
I know. I'm hoping the Snyder cut of Justice League is worth the 4 hours it is.
I'm not gonna watch the Snyder cut.
I want to see it just to see why you had to cut 2 hours out of the movie.
I haven't seen the Whedon cut. I gave up on DC.
They had a few good movies like Aquaman, Shazam.
Yeah,
Wonder Woman 84 was so bad.
what?
Wonder Woman 84 was really bad.
Yeah, it was. I mean, it wasn't so bad. It's good. It was
boring too.
Yeah.
And I'm still kind of on the fence about Joker though.
Yeah. What is the worst movie you have ever seen?
Naruto the Last.
I bet.
Sorry, hands down, it is the worst. I mean, it's worse than Jason X.
It's worse than Garbage Pail Kids.
I've never seen it, but I'm gonna say yes.
Yeah, I don't think you need to see Garbage Pail Kids to know it's bad.
I know you made a joke about that in your one story about Naruto and Sakura watching The Last.
Yeah. It was based off of Avatar: The Last Airbender, where they watched the Ember Islands play.
Yeah, that's actually fun. That was a funny episode.
Yeah, and it may have foreshadowed the movie too.
Yeah, because really, that whole movie is just someone's fanfic.
Shyamalan,
Not even good fanfic.
right? Like, I can't believe M. Night Shyamalan wrote that. Then again, he wrote Mark Wahlberg talking to plants.
I know Wahlberg will do any role, but really, even for him, that's dumb.
Yeah, and I never liked the movie Signs.
I didn't see that one. Not
Yeah,
really a Shyamalan guy.
I don't like Shyamalan either.
Yeah, he had one breakthrough hit, and he's suddenly the biggest thing ever.
They call it the next Spielberg, as the critic would say.
Yeah, and every movie he's done has been a flop.
Yeah. I think After Earth was his worst.
Did he do that?
Yeah, with Will Smith. That was
him. Oh my
him.
god. It's Cypher Rage. I'm sorry, you can't take that name seriously.
I mean, how can you screw up Will Smith? He's like one of the...
I Am Legend did it.
Well, yeah, I haven't seen it, but
Wild Wild West did.
yeah, that movie was awful.
I remember being so hyped for that movie as a kid, and when I saw it, like, okay, but now I'm like, what did I see in this movie?
Yeah, 1999 had a year of bad movies. Clone War, I mean,
Phantom Menace.
Phantom Menace. That movie, Wild Wild West. What else was in that?
Tarzan?
Tarzan? I like Tarzan.
I liked it too. Plus, you got Lance Henriksen in it, so it's good.
Yeah,
Can you imagine him in a Kingdom Hearts game?
yeah, that would be. He should have voiced. They should have had Karchek talked.
Yeah, but they didn't. They could. I don't think they could even got Glenn Close to do Kala.
Yeah, she was probably
Then you got Tony Goldwyn to do Tarzan.
at least that was. And then he couldn't do it in the animated series. Think about that.
Really?
Yeah, I read it was a different voice actor.
You couldn't get Wayne Knight or Rosie O'Donnell back either?
No, but
Since Tantor's not even in the game.
I know. I think Wayne Knight could do a Kingdom Hearts game.
Yeah, he's done another voice work before.
Yeah. I know James Woods would voice Hades anytime.
He's gonna play Hades till he dies.
That's in his contract.
Like Sean Bean dying in every movie he's in.
Yeah, except for National Treasure.
Or Percy Jackson.
Yeah.
I'm like, what is this? He doesn't die in this, and he's not the villain. Am I in an alternate world here?
National Treasure is one weird movie.
It was a
Every
good
movie-
movie.
Yeah, it is. Nicolas Cage he's not cagey, but he's still good in it.
No, you gotta save his caginess for the second movie.
I haven't seen that one.
Oh man, there's this scene in London where he just goes off it on his Cage rant.
Is it like Face Off Cage?
Kind of. But yeah, he's like going Cage in it. Like maybe Ghost Rider Cage.
Yeah. Speaking of Face Off, you know that episode where Obi-Wan had his disguise pretending to be dead? That reminded me of Face Off.
Yeah, where he's got to be that one guy to get in Cad Bane's gang.
Yeah, that reminded me of Face Off.
Kind of. Only they actually altered his actual appearance instead of removing his face.
Yeah.
Plus, it helped that the guy he was imitating was already dead.
Yeah, I wish they had Nicolas Cage voice him though. I like
It's really weird hearing James Arnold Taylor try to be Nicolas Cage.
Yeah, I like to take his face off.
I keep forgetting what person each one is in scenes in that movie. Because
Yeah.
their persons are so Swiss, I keep forgetting that that's supposed to be Travolta in that scene.
Yeah.
Like, are we sure these two are the same person? Or the opposite person?
Yeah.
Because when Troy has Travolta's face, it doesn't seem like he changed that much from real Travolta.
Yeah. You know what kind? I could see Sora's son doing sometime. And what kind of arc he will have? He
What do
will,
you mean, like our character arc?
yeah, his own character arc.
Yeah, what would that be?
I could see him in his first character arc. He can be kind of a screw up. He thinks he screws up, but then he matures and becomes
Would he have
strong.
an ego issue is the thing.
Yeah, he would have an ego because he's the son of Sora.
Oh, so he thinks he can do anything, but he gets taken down a peg and learns.
Yeah, yeah. I think that.
If that's the case, I kind of see Sora acting more strict, like Commander Kruger in SPD,
Yeah,
where he was like really strict with his Rangers, and it really helped out them as a team.
it did. Okay.
Maybe you have him in your Power Rangers in your Keyblade Academy,
Yeah, I might.
just to have like a Power Rangers character from that era.
I won't have a Alpha 5. I like Alpha though.
Yeah.
When
Like there's this DC comic where they crossed over with the Justice League, and he got huge and fought Lord Zed or Brainiac.
wow.
Yeah, and they sequel beta because I think Brainiac took over Alpha at the end. And this was season 1 Power Rangers or season 2 because Tommy still had his Green Ranger powers.
And Jason was still the leader.
Yes, Tommy wasn't White Ranger yet.
Yeah. I didn't like that because Jason was my favorite Ranger.
Yeah, it kind of seemed like nothing really changed. It just who was leading. Because it really didn't seem like Tommy was actually leading the team when he was the White Ranger.
Yeah, I didn't think he was. I think Jason was the best leader.
He's up there.
He's-
But when Tommy became the Red Zeo Ranger, again, nothing really changed in terms of leadership.
yeah.
Because it's still the same team, their colors just changed.
You know, in my MCU one, I can see Sora watching Power Ranger a lot.
I can see their kids liking that too.
Yeah, and he watches it with them while eating cereal.
Yeah, like Saturday morning stuff.
Yeah. And Kyrie said, "I married a child."
But that's what she loves about him.
Yeah.
Kind of like what Sakura would say if her and Naruto were together.
Yeah. Instead of the family dysfunctional family we have, you know what, I can also see Sora being friends with famous actors like Mark Hamill.
Yeah. Hopefully he doesn't fanboy out when meeting him like most people would.
At first he would be calm, but then he goes, "Oh my god, you're Mark Hamill."
Pity they're not like how Tony was in Iron Man 3 when he met that one guy in his van and he was so used to all the fanboying out.
Yeah. And of course Sora will have his own fangirls.
Yeah, but Kyra would take care of them.
Yeah,
Well, she would probably have her own fanboys.
I could see her giving both of them to Death Glare and to scare them.
Yeah. You think Sora's kids would see Peter as like a kind of a big brother, kind of?
I could see more. I could see him bonding with Kyrie more because she and Tony were close.
Yeah. Because maybe if he ever did No Way Home, Kyrie could actually help clear his name since she'd know about like all of Stark's employees and know about Beck.
Yeah.
And her AI could pretty much show that video was fake and that Beck was behind everything.
Yeah, and if the other Spider-Man came, I could see Sora bonding with either Toby.
Oh, you think they have
What?
do that whole like, what are the craziest villains you guys have fought thing?
Yeah. And Sora,
I can see the Avengers just sitting around one day doing nothing, just doing that scene, and they try to top each other.
Yeah.
With Sora and Thor clearly winning their argument.
Yeah, Sora said, "I face Hades from Disney's Hercules.
I fought Titans. I fought Sephiroth twice. I fought a guy who was the embodiment of nothingness.
Also fought the devil."
Yeah. The Thor could pretty much counter each point he'd make, considering how long he's been around and what he's fought.
Yeah.
Whereas Tony's in the corner just like sulking with Steve.
Yeah, he said, "Our villains are lame."
I mean,
Um,
Bruce doesn't really have any villains aside from Blonsky.
yeah. I'm gonna give us another 10 minutes, then we're gonna stop. Okay.
All right.
Um, and is the MCU Hulk related to the Eric Bana Hulk?
I don't think so.
Because it
I
felt
think
like
he's his own thing.
it felt
Because
like
their
a sequel.
origins are two separate things. Because I think the Ed Norton one is more based off the TV show, and Eric Bana's was his own thing.
Yeah. I didn't like the Eric Bana one. Did you?
No, I really didn't see it. Aside from crazy Nick Nolte.
That's the only entertaining thing. And they wasted Sammy Elliott.
Yeah. All I needed to see was the critics' review of it to see it. I'm like, yeah, it's not good. Considering he kept going out how boring it was,
Yeah.
how they all just talked.
Yeah. I mean, I don't mind talking scenes, but not when the action is so boring and the characters are
There's
bland.
hardly any action at all in a Hulk movie.
Yeah. At least the Hulk
Tell
video.
me replaced by two actors. Two.
Yeah. At least the Hulk video game was fun.
The
But
Eric Bana tie-in.
yeah.
Yeah,
I
that
mean-
actually felt more like a Hulk thing.
Yeah, I
Like,
wish
they shoehorned Leader in for some reason.
I haven't read the whole comics, but they should have had him in the movie.
I was expecting them to do something in the MCU with him, since they set him up at the end of the Hulk movie.
But nothing.
No, Black Widow came in and arrested him.
I wish they wouldn't make a Hulk movie with. I'd like to see Mark Ruffalo in a standalone movie.
Yeah. You think Kyrie and Banner's cousin Jen would get along?
Yeah, I think so. Who play her in the MCU?
Well, she's already got an actress right now.
Who?
I forget her name.
Oh,
Since she's got her series coming out this year.
oh. My mom's an MCU fan, so we're gonna watch the Loki series soon. I heard it.
If you're gonna watch it, don't expect Hiddleston to be the main character.
Really?
From what I'm hearing, he's really a side character in his own show.
I hate shows like that. Like what they did with Tom and Jerry.
Hmm.
Remember the Tom and Jerry movie
What,
when they talked?
which one was that?
The 90s one.
I never saw it.
I did. It was not
Is
good.
that where they break in a song randomly?
What?
Is that the one where they break into that random song
Yes.
the critic uses?
Yes.
No, I didn't see that one.
It's not
Even when
good.
they're not invading other movies
Right.
for some stupid reason.
Can you see Sora liking anime?
Yes, I can see him liking DBZ and like Yu Yu Hakusho.
Yeah, I can see him liking shows. I
If
can
he
see him
saw the
liking.
Naruto ending, he'd like be what the.
Yeah, he.
Assuming his version would end differently than what we got.
Yeah, I would have it like that. His version ended where Naruto.
Could you imagine if him and Kairi saw Naruto and Yana kissing in front of him, they'd be like, "That is the stupidest thing I've ever seen."
Yeah, and Sora said, and I fought a demigod, because it sounds
My two friends are a talking dog and duck.
yeah.
And that's what you're saying is stupid.
Yeah. Imagine him watching an old Donald Duck cartoon.
That'd be weird, like when he was a Nazi.
Yeah. And it was a dream.
Yeah. He'd be like, he look at Donald and like, Donald would go like, what?
If Donald saw that, he would say, "That."
You have to think they'd have to have some memories of this stuff because they remember Steamboat Willie
Yeah,
or like some of the old Goofy cartoons where he was
yeah,
a psychopath.
yeah,
Because I remember that was a thing on House of Mouse with Goofy, with
and,
Max driving.
yeah, and they were trying to, and they were trying to let Goofy remember what it was like to be a reckless driver or something like that.
Reckless isn't an understatement.
Yeah.
Do you think Sora and Kyrie would like Captain Marvel in the MCU, or were they just like hate her?
They don't. I would have them not know her that much.
Because I'm pretty sure they'd hate her like everybody does.
Yeah, I don't think they liked her in the MCU except for Thor. He said, "I like this one."
Yeah, and that's it. Like, what about her do you like? There's really nothing.
She's. I never watched the movie, but I don't need to know that she's a bland, emotionless bitch.
She is. I think she's better than everyone.
Yeah. She said, I thought she
I
sounded
was
arrogant.
so disappointed by that movie.
I thought she was arrogant when she said, because you guys didn't have me when they fought Thanos.
Yeah.
Of course, the Russo says the Avengers would have won if they all worked together against Thanos in an Infinity War.
Didn't they? Or did they mean because Tony was off world?
Yeah, if Tony, they patched their differences.
Well, to be fair, really, the only issue was Thor's aim in that movie.
Yeah.
Because if you went a little to the right, you could have chopped his arm off and got the gauntlet away from him.
Yeah.
Without having to go for the head.
And we wouldn't have probably the highest grossing movie of all time.
Well, it's not now. Avatar retook its spot.
Oh, yeah.
Thank you, China.
I've never seen that movie, and I don't think I want to.
And I don't want to.
Because I'm not a James Cameron has been a sellout.
The only Cameron movies I've watched are The Terminator and Aliens. That's it.
Yeah, I've seen Titanic.
I haven't watched that yet. I just hope Avatar 2 bombs at the box office. Because really, who cares about that movie at this point?
The first one was basically a ripoff of Ferngully and Pocahontas.
Well, it's basically it was the most financially successful failure ever.
Yeah.
Because really, I think it only got by with its effects that made that much.
Yeah, not for story.
Yeah, what story is there?
Exactly.
I mean, the effects look good, but that's really not all your movie needs to make money.
Yeah. Well, we got a couple more minutes, so let's talk more about Sora's kids.
Okay. Like, what would they be pranksters and get into trouble at times?
I think Sora's son would. Although let's make it a
sister keep him in line or try to.
Yeah. I can imagine Sora's son having hurt his eyes, and I can imagine his spiky hair being red.
Yeah, and the daughter's was like the same as Kyrie's, just brown.
Yeah. I can also see them if they were pranking somebody, I could see them pranking Donald and Goofy.
Yeah.
And Donald gets all pissed off.
Yeah. Think they'd try to prank Mickey?
No. they respect him too much.
Probably call him Uncle Mickey.
Yeah, I can see when Donald meets Sora's son, he pulls his beak.
Yeah, or Goofy's ears.
Yeah, of course Goofy wouldn't mind while Donald gets frustrated.
You probably think it'd be like Max all over again.
Yeah,
Wonder what Sora would think if he actually heard Goofy had a kid.
he'd probably be surprised, but he would be friendly towards him.
So would Sora or like look any different when he's older as opposed to how he looks now?
Yeah, I think he would.
Would he look? Would he be more built as an adult than now? Because
Yeah,
he's kind of like a twig.
Would he have a beard?
Yeah, probably like something like Chris Hemsworth has.
Yeah, or Chris Evans did.
Yeah, I like that. Yeah, I could see the Chris Evans one.
Yeah,
Kyra, I could see have like kind of longer hair.
like longer as long as Kushina's or longer.
Maybe not as long as hers. Maybe about like mid back, maybe.
Yeah, and she has a ponytail sometimes.
Yeah. Or maybe she has like I'm thinking maybe like Yang from Ruby, how long her hair is, because that's a decent length.
Right.
That'd be a cool world to go to, Ruby. Or in that case, it'd be Remnant.
That would be cool.
You could team up with the. They could team up with the Team Ruby. That would be cool. They probably laugh at Yang's puns. And Ruby would probably gush over the kids.
Yeah. Out of all the Disney characters, out of all the Disney worlds they would go to, which one can you see Sora's kids fighting over which one they want to go first?
Oh yeah, I could see them fighting over where they want to go.
Yeah.
They probably want to go to Agrabah to ride on carpet.
Yeah. And Kairi stays with them because she's protective.
Yeah. Well, she'd like riding on carpet too.
Yeah. She holds them tightly.
Yeah, I can see her and Jasmine being like really close.
I can see her being the maid of honor in Aladdin at her wedding.
Wait, Jasmine or Kyrie?
At Jasmine's wedding.
Oh, right, with Aladdin's dad.
Kyrie's maid of honor is going to be Naminé.
Ah, or Jasmine be I keep getting this mixed up. Sorry, would like all the Disney characters they've met be at their wedding?
Yeah, it'd be like, and Genie would treat it like it's the wedding of the century, like he did with Aladdin's.
Oh look, it's a Kodiak moment.
He would also do like that parody he did of the lifestyle, like your Thor.
Oh yeah, I remember that with like Osiris or Thor.
Yeah.
But wait, what if he had like Chris Hemsworth Thor be there for the joke?
Yeah.
That would be funny.
Yeah. Of course, it wouldn't work without Robin Williams.
Nah, but still, it would be funny.
If I was gonna write their wedding,
try to like break up the wedding like Aladdin and Jasmine's did.
No, I would have
go without a hitch.
Yeah, I would have him fight, then resume the wedding. Then said the priest would say, "You may kiss the bride."
Who would be the priest?
Probably Mickey. That or the priest from the Hunchback of Notre Dame.
Clopa?
No, not
wait, the archdeacon?
The archdeacon?
The guy that took Quasi in.
Yeah. Besides Frollo.
I could see that. Maybe they get married at Notre Dame
Yeah, since
with Quasi in the wedding.
Christianity exists in the Kingdom Hearts universe, I don't know. I still don't know how that works, and I'm
Yeah, I don't either.
Christian myself.
I don't understand either. Probably be a big turnout wedding. Maybe
Yeah.
they'd have Buddy and Woody and Buzz there. Like, why are there toys here?
Well, I'm almost done.
Yeah, same.
Let's do it again sometime up soon.
Sure. Let me know when you're planning on it and then see if I got anything going on.
Okay. Take care.
See ya.